The era of metal has begun, and metal shall prevail.
Hello and welcome to our lower bracket finals of the SNCL. We have two teams here. On the one side, the presumed underdog of the SlimOdds, who are playing against the Wraiths on the other side. They beat them in the first round of playoffs, surprisingly. And on my side, there's Black Wolf.
Hello, everybody. I'm back for another cast. I'm very excited to see today's match. I didn't know they already played the game. Can you tell me more about that?
So yeah, I think it was the first round of playoff. Actually, let me check again. Um, as we're going into draft. Yeah, it was the first round of playoffs where SlimOdds surprisingly won 2-0 against Wacky Wraiths, and now Wacky Wraiths is on the way to come back here. They haven't lost a game since then. Oh no, they lost one game in the, last week against Assassin's Creed. Now they're looking to get their revenge on SlimOdds and lock in their finals.
Okay. Any high priority picks and bans we're expecting to see?
So the last series, SlimOdds dominated with two Quen picks, once in the jungle, once in the top lane. So Wacky is looking to take them away, probably to take that away. Also, both teams locked in their lineups too late, and so both teams will miss their first ban of the series.
It's fair. They both lose one. It's not like one loses one and the other doesn't.
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes apart. So
I think it was just like, oh wait, they just submitted their lineup. Fuck, we need to do that as well.
yeah,
I think
that's
something like that happened.
That's probably the thinking. And we see a Lilia, but from the sides of SlimOdds.
Oh,
Also, SlimOdds probably doing that because Wacky Webs showed some flexibility with Corki and Tristana on early picks. They usually blind one of them and flex it in mid lane and ADC. They also sometimes pick
yeah, get an
both of
AP
them.
jungler going.
Yeah,
Oh,
AP
sorry.
Jung is really strong with that. We see the Tristana take away, so probably could be a Corki first pick here, and we see the Quen still open.
Oh, Gwen being able to flex between jungle and top. She did get nerfed recently, so I don't know how well she fares in the jungler right now against most of like the uh, normal jungle picks like the Zinzao, like the Jarvan that like to brawl early. Because I know, as far as I know, Gwen's early game is not that great, and the nerfs haven't been kind to her.
Yeah, but also Gwen is just a really, really strong champion still. So Gwen is carried
Yeah.
really fair open, even for top lane. But also, Detlef showed a really, really good game against Jordy in top lane last week. So he basically outplayed him 3 games of 4, and now they're looking to take the Gwen away. Also, Gwen is a flex pick for Wacky Wraiths, so now SlimOdds are in a bit of trouble having to deal with Gwen.
Yeah, they don't know where it's going, so it's hard to counter pick on the top lane. Um, it just depends on how long Recurace really saves up their top lane. If they if they choose to get it last, if they choose to get it early, how long will they keep the flex in there? Smaller being picked up. I'm seeing a very late game team build up already.
Yeah, also, I kind of missed the Smolder. I missed that Smolder was not banned here. Wacky West never got the Smolder so far in playoffs because it was always banned. Now, with SlimOdds losing the first ban, they decided to keep it open. And they're directly punished for it, as Smolder can also be flexed into mid lane for them.
Oh, a lot of flex picks coming out early then.
Yeah, and we see the Caitlyn answer. Caitlyn's really good in bot lane against Smolder, no?
She in general does counteract Smolder's theme very well because her early game damage is very good. She outranges Smolder in general. Um, she doesn't get as like shoved in as easily, so it's for Smolder it's going to be pretty hard. Chase. I'm seeing a very early mid game reliant team comp building up from SlimOdds side. I'm curious to see if they pick anything to secure their late game against Wrecky Race, or are they just going to try and end as early as they can?
I mean, Waves does not have a tank so far, and they're not looking to pick one. So Jace and Caitlyn can be really devastating with their poke, you know? Especially in
Yeah,
the
that
late
that's
game.
very true. But if we see the Gwen go top here, and then a tanky support that keeps the smaller safe, with, for example, a Jarvan, then we already got a very, very solid comp, I think, from Wacky Race, because we need a ball delivery service, right? We picked Orianna, we need something to deliver the ball with. That can be a J4, that can be a Wukong, a Nocturne, but I don't really expect a Nocturne. I'm suspecting a J4 or Wukong.
Yeah, also J4 and Wukong are really the comfort picks of robbery here, so taking them will be great for the side of Wacky Waves. Also, I'm kind of
I
surprised we're
see
seeing the Orianna
Rel.
so early in the draft, with the smaller being flexible and the Caitlyn being picked.
Yeah, I just noticed as well. Wacky Race support. He plays a lot of Rel, right?
Yeah, he does. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
that
not
that would
banned
fit
right now.
perfectly here,
Yeah.
right? If it doesn't get banned, I think we got a very, very solid team comp from Wacky Race actually building up. The only
Yes.
thing we're gonna need is something jungle that works with Orianna that doesn't get stomped early. Because I don't think Gwen Orianna is the greatest at setting up ganks trying to get team fights going. Right?
Yeah. I'm expecting the Quen to be top here. As you said, I'm expecting. Oh, the rel is open.
Yeah, they're banning enchanters, so we got a different kind of idea than SlimOdds themselves are having, because we're expecting a engagey type of support, while they're expecting enchanters.
Yeah. So different and wait.
And
Is
we're
that a
actually
thing with Smolder?
um Nami generally works with almost everything. The Janna
I don't like
Janna
it.
I I know I guess I can understand why they pick it, because it really Monsoon protects the smaller a lot from Xin Zhao and Jace. And the
Yeah.
tornado as well. So I understand the reasoning behind it, but I would much rather have seen the Rel person.
Yeah, rel would be really great for them. I mean, they could be kind of scared about just being counterpicked with Jenna themselves. Like Caitlyn Jenna could be really disgusting to play into it. If you're a Smolder rel, you're probably not seeing the wave very often, and your turret is going to be down really quick. So I can understand that you're looking for a ranged support here. Also, we see the Braum into the Jenna. I don't really like it.
Hui being picked up. Uh, I guess Hui secures a little bit of late game pressure, but not against this team comp. And the Hui Oriana matchup, it is super reliant on what runes Oriana is going to take. Because if Oriana takes Comet here, Hui has a very even-ish lane. While if Oriana is opting for the face rush, it can be much more difficult for Hui, because then Oriana can start running down.
Yeah, so I recently talked to a good Orianna player, and he told me with the buffs that Area is a really good rune on Orianna right now with the Q buffs. Is that
Yeah,
also an
it
option for her?
works. I would say it is normally, but I'm not necessarily in this matchup. Mainly because then you're playing poke versus poke, and then it's just heavily reliant on who's gonna hit more skill shots. While when you're running the face rush, you can just much more easily run Hui down and dodge his skill shots, because Hui is 9 and like most of his abilities are skill shots.
Yeah.
Mundo being picked up,
It's probably going to be in the jungle, no?
it the thing
It should
with
be in
Mundo
the
is
jungle.
it should be jungle, but it is also like if you send them jungle, you don't have a their entire team doesn't have a consistent ball delivery service for the Orianna. So we draft Orianna, but we don't draft around. That's something I personally don't like, but I guess it can work. The other thing is, yes, Mundo can work here, but we're giving Hui incredible value by building Liandris. And if Xin Zhao opts to get a Borg, I don't know if that's something he does often. I don't think it's something he does often, but he can still do it, I guess. Then Mundo is gonna have a little bit of a rougher time. But for the rest, they don't really have any tank shreds. Caitlyn is not that great into tanks. Jace is not that great into tanks. So I guess where it's coming from,
Yeah,
but I
but
still don't like the draft.
also Caitlyn can actually take down tanks in the late game. She has a lot of damage, especially with the headshots, with a high attack speed from what is it called? Lethal Tempo. She can provide really good damage to Mundo. Because Mundo doesn't really
That's true.
provide pressure to her with Prom and Xin in front of her.
No, with Braum, Xin, even Hui and Jace. Because Jace has this E knockback, Hui has his Sphere. He should not have the opportunity to get on Caitlyn. So yeah, this I really just don't like their team comp. It sounds like harsh to say, but I don't understand why you draft Orianna and then don't draft around it.
Yeah, it's probably just being a comfort pick here, and yeah, I also don't understand the Orianna pick that early because yeah, you have the smaller, you have the potential flex here. You can delay your picks a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably looking actually at a Rel R3 and then banning Rel counters could be also really great. Could have been also really great for them. So yeah, kind of
Yeah.
surprised with the decisions they made, but yeah, we will see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. What do you think about jungle path in this game? Who's gonna path to where?
So Xin will be living around bot side with Caitlyn Prom. You want to take to get her ahead, and
Mm-hmm.
Mundo should be looking to play for his Gwen because Gwen is the one champion that can break the game here.
Yeah, it's either Mundo has to play for Gwen, or if it's Gwen jungle, I don't really know who's she gonna be playing.
I mean, if it's Gwen Jungler, she's just full clearing. There's
Yeah,
not
true.
much ganking going on. Probably just looking for objectives. Also,
Yeah, go on.
really good point here is that the map got changed, and now the Cravers are spawning later, and there are only 3 of them. So playing early for bot lane is really great because you're securing always the first trade if you have a stronger bot line.
Yes, but Caitlyn still very much likes the grubs because
Yeah, but
Caitlyn
you
just
can
gets such a boost in siege.
rotate later for it. So the first trade
It's
spawns
yeah,
way
1 minute.
before crabs. Yeah, 1 minute. You take trade, then you reset and go to crabs. If you're
True,
playing it
very true.
correctly.
Yes. I think not much changes with the grubs themselves, besides the fact that there are only 3. You do get your feats of strength point when you get 2 out of the 3 grubs now. So you don't
Yeah,
need all 3 for the feats of strength.
yeah.
So
But you're
stealing 1
only
grub,
getting the
not gonna be
full
that fun.
buff for the 1 extra crop to spawn, no? When
Um,
you're hitting turrets.
if you
Doing that.
have 1 grub, it's the same damage to turrets as last time, like last patch, 1 grub. With 2, you're already like at what normally is like 3 or 4 grubs, I believe.
Oh,
And then
okay.
with the 3rd grub, you get the full damage from the grubs plus 1 might.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we have reduced mites there. Yeah.
What are we thinking about the new Atakan?
I played a few games with it. I'm not really sure how strong it really is. I mean, it's probably a bit weaker than Atakan before.
Oh,
The plant
you think?
Atakan. I mean, the plant Atakan was really broken, no?
You mean the revive one?
No, the where you get to farm the plants afterwards.
All
What
the
was
play.
it?
Yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair, yeah, you get less flowers from it directly, but with new Atakan, you get 1 flower every time you get a kill. So eventually, you get more. Atakan right now claims every single flower on the map instantly for your team.
Yeah, that
Your
is great.
team, your team gets more experience, more adaptive force per flower, and the on kill passive is, in my opinion, very strong.
Okay, yeah, that's a great point. I've not really played around with it, so.
It's a 60% decaying slow, if I'm correct, over like 1.5 seconds in a like somewhat good radius around the target you killed. It's very good for snowballing fights.
Oh, that actually is really strong. Yeah, that might be getting changed.
It's if you see it in action, it looks ridiculous. People are just getting slowed left and right.
Yeah, I've never really watched it when I had it, so.
It's very painful when you have to play against it. Let me say it like.
Yeah, and I never really read the patch notes that deep that I realized that it was there, so I never quite understood it, if you can say it so.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't read the patch notes, then those are like kind of small things that go under the radar. So,
Yeah, probably now
if I'm
I know why I got slowed.
yeah, so the buff,
in some fights.
uh, so it's 1.5 second for 60% slow, and it does 15% current health. So it's ridiculous.
Okay.
And it's 500 unit range. What is 500 units? How can I say that like correctly?
500 Timos or something like that.
No, it's someone specific auto attack range. Let me see. Like Sivir, for example. Sivir has 500 auto attack range. So yeah, it's a very, very strong passive.
Yeah.
So it is Gwen
Can see
jungle.
that. It is Grand Jungle, yeah.
So she's just gonna be full clearing constantly, likely. That means her laners are gonna be in a lot of trouble if she's not around to help. And even if she's around to help, I don't think she can match Xin Zhao's like 3v3 on bot lane or 2v2 on top lane.
I also think so. Yeah. They will have quite a struggle there. The Xin can run rampant in the early game. But also, if the Xin doesn't make his plays, or doesn't succeed with his plays, Quen is going to have a field day with just farming up.
Mm-hmm. We're
Loading into game.
I'm not seeing the game though, I'm seeing the draft log.
Yeah. I just had
Thank
to
you.
change the overlay for the stream.
That's fine, that's fine. Both junglers are running blue pets. Do you just think that's normal for these two, or do you think it has something to do with Swifty's changes?
I don't really think you should run anything else than blue pad. Only if you are like an assassin that needs the damage of the red pad. Or you are
Even
something
then,
like Jarvan or... I mean, Xin could run for the green pad here, as he's the only real frontline. If you're excluding Prom.
because what is your opinion about the change to feats of strength 50s?
What was the change?
Oh,
It's a bit
they
slower.
removed the they removed the 4% general movement speed bonus. That's gone.
Yeah.
Now you gain 5% adaptive force equal to your movement.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I like it.
So it's really good on certain junglers. For
Yeah.
example, Lilia and Hecarim are having a good time when they have the feats of strength, but it's also a thing when they have the feats.
Yeah. See?
We are seeing the Ari, like you said before.
Yeah.
Good poke. Orianna's a lane bully in the early stages of the game. Yeah. Anything you expect to see during the early game here?
Yeah, we said at the beginning that Xin will be playing for bot lane, but actually he's perfect for top side to get his chase ahead, which is also a valid point, but I think if you get the smaller behind here and the Caitlyn mid game, it should be really great for you. And Evid all way was at the time taking some good poke here from decoy with his Qs, and he's already falling half-life in the lane. So Caitlyn being dominant here. And mid lane is struggling.
Mid lane is struggling a lot. Orianna being this like early lane bully. the area gives her a lot of poke potential. Hui is also standing close to her Q a lot, so it's very easy to hit the Qs consistently because the travel time doesn't really exist when you're next to the Q already.
Yeah.
A thing maybe why the Xin Zhao is pathing towards the top lane is maybe he thinks that Smolder's gonna scale up anyway, even if he gets him behind. So maybe he wants to try and get his Jace ahead, so he has an easy time into this Mundo. I don't really understand either, but I'm trying to get some reasoning behind it.
Yeah. We will see that both junglers are just on the opposite side of the map. So, I mean, one thing that Xin could be doing with that is camps up when Drake is spawning, I guess. So, he's steering his spot set and he can just run up to Drake and take this. Drake is already spawning in 1.5 minutes. And Gwen is contesting on top screen because she's also not expecting the Xin to be here, so great play from him, I guess.
Maybe that was his reasoning behind it, but I don't think he thought that far ahead. And even though they're fighting right now, his Orianna has Prio. But it doesn't look like they do much with it.
Yeah.
Your camera's still on bot lane. I don't know if it's...
Yeah, it's a direct. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry. I saw your
Yeah.
bar in the bottom of the screen, so yeah, Hui's not looking like he is having a fun time over here.
Yeah, will that actually change with items? You are as a way expert.
Way expert. The thing with Hui in a lot of harder matchups is when he gets his Lost Chapter and his Faded Ashes, he will just start QE, WEEE on the wave and he just shoves it out like anytime. There's very little champions who can outshove.
The trap connecting and Aerith is low and Aerith is dropping the first blood to Stooge. Great play from her. Nice trap.
Yeah, using both summoner spells as well in the process.
Oh, and Bannerex also getting the kill in top lane. Now, Wacky Wraiths is in trouble, already falling behind with a comp that needs to scale up, but it seems like they're not getting the option for it.
Yeah, to be fair, SlimOdds has a really strong early game comp on both bot and top sides. Their mid laners not that early game reliant, but with this fact that they have a really good early game, they need to get ahead because if they are even or not ahead enough, Wacky Wraiths is just gonna outskill.
Yeah, they do, but for now it's looking scary for them. They need to stop the snowball. Caitlyn already has this rated Dirk, so her damage will be through the roof for the next few minutes, especially in late. And Bannerex, nice Q there into the bush. Hitting that left. Showing some dominance.
Orianna's still going for the Rod of Ages build. Wants to be a little bit more tanky, I guess.
I don't like that. I think Tia is really strong right now. So the Archangel.
Archangel is very good. The thing that Rod of Ages provides you is, yes, it provides less value than last patch, but it just makes sure that you're getting blown up a little bit less.
Yeah, but
and I think she's going... Yeah, but with the Rod of Ages, she can go into the Leandris.
Another Q hitting onto Aerith. Aerith having no flash here, getting poked out. The stun connecting, but no one actually confirming the kill onto him, so he can walk away with a sliver of health.
Having to base now is not that great. Smolder being very vulnerable on his own.
Also looking for the Drake, and as I told before that, Xin is bot side after clearing his camp, ready for the Drake, so his pathing paid off, but he will lose his seconds.
Yeah, that's the downside on it.
Oh, he's got spotted. Now Bannerex and Ginny hunting robbery down, getting defeats of warfare and getting a kill onto the way, which is great for him, so he can get some gold back to catch up to Ori here.
Yeah. Wait, did they change the name to Feats of Warfare? It looked very weird in my mind.
It did?
Yeah. The thing with the Orianna, probably she's going for the Liandry second, and with that much health, she's much more tanky. Yes, Archangel does the same thing indirectly because it gives you the shield when you're getting low. The downside on that is it isn't up all the time, so you're like half of the time you're tanky, and the other half you're not really tanky.
Yeah.
Also, with the changes they did to Orianna Q, she has plenty of mana. Like they lowered the
The mana
Q
cost.
mana cost on the later stages, so it's completely.
Yeah, it is. But it
What do you
really
think about cookie changes?
I mean, they're not as strong as sustain in fight right now. They were really toxic for it. Just being there and you're not killing a tank in top lane because he just regains 20% of his HP, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. It's still a good choice to make in some matchups for the sustain, but it's not as toxic as before.
Mhm.
And
I think I kind of agree with you there. Double Giant's Belt. What item will that be?
I mean, if he's going the new Fall of Wave for going, what is it? Missing the
Warmox
item.
Giant Belt?
Yeah, the Warmox Giant Belt thing. He should be actually looking at that, and Aaron is getting caught out, getting stunned up. Both flashes used by Stoosh and Decoy. Another Q hitting onto Büttner, and he's trying to run away, having backup of his Quen now. But she got kinda spotted Decoy, getting jumped on by the needlework from Robbery, dying to Büttner, but no, Stoosh looking to clap back, but not hitting her Q.
Yeah, Gwen is immune, really screwed over the Caitlyn there. She's not being
Yeah.
able to help her Braum in like any meaningful way. Braum not having W up, also like he just cannot get out of that needlework.
Yeah. Really weird play from them because they knew the Quen was there and they were really respecting it at that moment.
Yeah, just underestimating early game Gwen damage. I guess. It's also that Braum E has a weird interaction because it fully blocks the first projectile, so it only
Yeah.
blocks one singular needle.
It only does
Since
one
it's
singular? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Decoy being in trouble, getting hunted down. But now, Büttner also being in trouble. Fenrir is here, looking for an engage on Büttner, not hitting the knockup. The monsoon is coming in, and Büttner gets away with his life and his flesh being blown.
how the Braum E works is he puts up a shield, the first projectile gets completely negated, and everything after that has a damage reduction.
Yeah.
But with needlework, it only negates the first needle of the 3 or the 5 she shoots. It's.
I also want to point out that we're sitting on in
Ooh.
top lane. Fenrir is taking a good trade here. Or Elred trying to pull the wave out. Hunting down Decoy, and the ward is expiring behind them, and that might be too deep by Everett, flashing away, Büttner blocking the ultimate from Caitlyn to get his support out there alive, and now Yuzujin getting spotted on his one bot lane, but Stoosh has no flash, Decoy has no flash, stepping into the trap, and flash forward, the ultimate, the shockwave is beautiful, and that's 2 kills for the side of Wacky Waves. Ginny flashing forward, missing his combo on way, and now Penguin hunting down Büttner. Are they hunting them? No, they are getting hunted away from the little dragon just shooting fireballs at them. And
Yeah, that 2v3 is not really playable after Hue misses a combo like that.
Büttner is on a ward here. To be careful, but yeah. That's a great.
That was a rather eventful fight.
You see a fight into the top jungle. Again, Quen is getting caught out, invading, and Benrix nearly hits the shock plus, but Robbery gets away with the invade. Just blowing his ultimate action, still having the flash up, so I guess some net positive for them.
That
No.
shock blast barely missing there.
Yeah.
I guess robbery gets away with robbery.
Oh, now Ginny's in trouble. Having no flash up, Everett is hunting him down. Hitting the tornado and Widmer, oh, taking some damage. Everett needs to be careful. The damage of Ray should not be underestimated, but it is a killing spree here for the dragon. And now robbery catching Fenren out, going for a flank. Also Deadlift TPing down now. Decoy also in trouble. Does he have the W up? He probably has, but he's not in range to get it. And Wacky showing some great resilience here. Saying, yeah, we picked the late game comp, but we will beat you in the early game.
Yeah, that was quite an eventful, like, 3 minutes. In my opinion, what we're seeing here the most is just they're moving as a group, trying to make a lot of use of numbers advantage, getting great use of it nonetheless. Gwen also doing surprisingly a lot of damage still for this early in the game. Lane swaps happening over here.
Jin might be in trouble, getting poked out by Benrix, showing great mechanics on this Jace.
Yeah, Jace just has so much damage in this stage, especially when he hits his first item that he has right now. They're trying to... I don't really know why they swapped the mid and top here. Oh, they're swapping back. Okay.
I think Detlef just TP'd bot lane and then went to the track and then took mid lane and used TP top lane to catch the wave there so they don't lose it. Oh, they're swapping.
Oh, they played like that, but they still lose the tower.
Yeah.
So
Great poke out there from Benrix to actually secure the time to get this turret down. And it's the first turret of the game going down to the pockets of this Jace, who's now 800 gold ahead of Detlef, and he's getting chased down. The needlework coming in, missing the third and crucial one. Oh, robbery, is he able to get out with his life? He's not energy. Also, being in trouble. Oh no, chase down here from usage.
that was Chase barely not making it out alive.
Yeah.
Neither did Gwen, though.
Yeah, but Jace still secured the 1v1 trade. And now Sin is
And
there.
a turret.
Yeah, the turret 1v1 trade. 2 flashes. And Xin is there to catch the wave, so he's not losing his top turret here. Now in bot lane, on the unusual side, Caitlyn is losing lane to a smaller because the support matchup is just unbearable for them.
Smolder also having 3 kills on this like early stage of the game is not very helpful for this Caitlyn, because now Smolder is actually able to properly shove her in since he already has his upgrade for the splash damage behind Q.
Yeah.
And he went for the Mana Moon, not Mana Moon, Essence Reaver first item. Both are blue. I got them mixed up.
Yeah.
Which gives him just a little bit more shoving power.
But Decoy is still hitting his Qs.
Yeah.
Trying to apply some poke onto them.
What we saw earlier as well in the top lane, right, is just how fast 3 grubs can shred a turn.
Yeah.
You do a normal good rotation for the swapping back of lanes, and then he just still takes it.
Yeah. Also, Rift Herald going down. Being picked up by Fenren. So, they're looking at another turret, probably the mid lane turret. Can be quite scary. Oh, Rory smiting away the camp from Fenren, using the needlework, missing the first one, hitting the second one, and now the third one. The crucial one is completely hitting, and oh, the shockwave barely misses Ginny. Now, Ginny has to be careful, still has flash up, getting chased down by the Orianna, hitting the fear, scaring her away, but still being low, and another kill for the Gwen. No, the first kill actually for the Gwen.
First kill for Gwen.
I actually believe
This
she had
is
a kill before.
this is something I didn't really expect when I saw this matchup, right? I thought Xin Zhao was going to have a really, really big advantage in every single fight that we're going to take. Just because Xin Zhao is just really good at 1v1s.
Yeah.
And Gwen needs a lot of time to skill up, get some items. But just on the one item spike on both characters that Xin Zhao loses that hard, I did not expect.
Yeah, Gwen is also really underrated as a duelist, so...
Yeah, she's overpowered right now in the
Yeah.
general sense, not just in jungle, but also top lane.
Yeah, generally. Now, we see Detlef has finished his Warmog. It's actually the 3 giant bells. Oh, decoy face checking. Now, being in trouble, getting knocked up. Büttner trying to get behind decoy, behind the shield, and oh, he's low. Büttner just flashing forward, having Aaron still behind him, having his barrier up. No pressure to be killed, yeah. Now, even top lane is kinda hard for the side of SlimOdds with Detlef finishing his first item. Not really going to get poked off now.
Yeah, with Mundo hitting his Warmogs, it's just, the tables have turned a lot because yes, Jace can try and poke now, but every single trade Mundo is taking, Mundo is winning because he's just healing. The only way you can kill the Mundo is if you all in him by ganking or just winning it outright, but I don't think Jace can still properly do that at this stage of the game. Another dragon going to the side of Wacky Wraiths here. The stats of dragon are not that great, but it's just one step towards the soul point, and soul point or soul is very, very strong right now.
Also, kind of a wasted herald here mid lane. You're trying to punish, or trying to make a bit of a cross map play with the mid lane herald, but yeah,
Herald is just one of the
charges
useless
there.
objectives in the game right now.
Yeah, but
Herald just blatantly sucks. The one like scenario where Herald is good is if you're playing, for example, a Fiora, a Yorick, a Jax, or a Set, something like that. Get it, and then they pick it up instead of the jungler, because it's just you don't get much value out of Shelly if you don't use it on the top when you already have it shoved in.
yeah.
It's very hard to get proper value.
Also, one thing for Herald, I mean, you still have the 3 crabs, you're getting a lot of void mites with the Herald charge if you actually tribe it. And you have a Caitlyn, so you have the champions to take down a turret, but you're kind of wasted it just placing it and realizing, yeah, there's a Orianna staying there, there's Mundo TPing, we cannot really step up, and so it's just a charge. It feels kind of wasted.
Yeah, but they couldn't hold it for very long either because I think it was running out.
Yeah.
It's you're putting yourself on a clock to use it. So that's like one thing. Another thing which also sucks about Herald is it disables the trinkets.
He's fine.
Disables your jungle's trinket, so he cannot like properly clear vision before he ganks.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think it's good on your jungler.
Oh, Robbie getting spotted. Just clearing the ward really quick. Here now.
What is the next objective coming up? It's gonna take a while, no?
It's
Atakan
3
is up.
minutes to Drake and Atakan is up bot lane. Nico just running up there with the shield, kinda weird, not gonna lie. Oh, Fenrir also going and Nico really missing his ulti. Fenrir also having to pop the ulti. Usogen TPing in. Oh, Red needing to heal to get away with his sliver of health.
Very, very low there with heal just barely being able to save him.
Still,
The thing with Atakan as well is like you say it's the next objective, but it's similar to Baron when he Baron spawned on 20 minutes. How much of the time are you taking Atakan 21 minutes?
it's kind of
It's an objective.
So if someone messes up their rotation, you can take it, or if you win a fight.
I still don't think you can even take it then because it's very tanky and Atakan does a lot of damage. So like one or two people, if they manage to rotate towards it in time, you're almost guaranteed to lose the fight. Like the only reason you can take it maybe is if when you ace the enemy.
Yeah.
But
Probably we're looking at an Atakan take after the next Drake fight if if the teams decide to fight on it. But yeah.
Smolder hitting his 225 stacks, having the execute now. Yeah, the ticking time bomb just went off. Let's say it like that.
Yeah. Now Caitlyn is really struggling in that lane. Not really able to defend the turret anymore. Just getting poked out with constant use of Witner. And yeah, Usogen also being there, just saving his team, or making sure his team does not get engaged. And now, one big problem for the comp of SlimOdds is they have no real engage here.
They have no real engage. Their tier 1 mids just fell, so they lost a lot of safety from it. Tier 1 mid is like one of the only turrets in the game that really breaks open a lot of the map, because it allows really good flanks, off angles, some assassination ideas maybe. Yes, Wacky Wraiths doesn't really have assassins, but Gwen can still hop over Raptor Wall, look for a kill there. Tier 1 mid is like pretty important, in my opinion at least.
It is,
So also losing this now, with your team not having real engage, is really suboptimal.
Yeah, also, your poke doesn't really matter because the enemy team has a Mundo with Barmox, so if there's a 5v5, he just stands in front of his team, takes all the poke from Bannerax, and then backs up for a few seconds and is still alive again.
Yeah. Although he did take the bait item. He took the heart steal. I would have loved to see an ending despair here, for example.
I don't think unending is that strong anymore.
It's yeah, but I don't think Heartsteel gives you enough value. Just any armor item.
Oh, and all in by Fenren. Kinda desperate here, getting poked out. Robbery, applying some crate damage, Fenren nearly falling down. Or Usage and flashing forward with the way ult on top of him. And yeah, it's just completely overforced. Desperate team fight from then. Yeah, Usage died because he went way too aggressive, but it's still a 3-for-1 for Caitlyn ulti coming in. Getting blocked here, getting blocked by the berry actually. Now Bannerax. Detlef is not there right now to block the damage, but he's not going any further. It's a Drake and he's deciding on the Atakan. As I said, and no one is near them to actually contest it. It's just now.
Yes, it should be. They have great objective damage with the Gwen, with the Smolder. Mundo somewhat, not necessarily, but especially Gwen Smolder. They almost fully aced the enemy team. The few that were still alive had to base, so there's no one to contest.
Yeah, now you're looking at the soul point, you're looking at the 4k gold lead. You have the Atakan. Nash is spawning soon. What is stopping them?
At this moment, I don't think much is going to be able to stop them properly, actually. Hui still hasn't finished his Liandries because he had to opt into some anti-heal as well. So Mundo is not going down to anyone right now. They have a really hard time dealing with Gwen, because Gwen is immune.
Yeah.
Smolder has fully skilled up 3 items, is a real big menace. You cannot look for a one-shot on Orianna because she has so much health. It's just the only way SlimOdds has like a way of winning this game is if Wacky Wraiths really fucks it up right now.
Yeah, so the odds are slim of winning.
I wouldn't put it like that necessarily.
Yeah, oh. Jin getting kinda caught out. Applying the slow onto Fenren. Speeding himself up using the shockwave, but not enough damage and not enough survivability. Quake catch there from them. It heads up play. And yeah, I mean that can be also way back into the game, just permanently attacking this Orianna on the sideline.
Yeah, but they need to get some towers, because right now their tempo lines with top lane don't really occur.
She's getting caught on mid lane, and that should be enough, even if the needle were completely missing. Robbie's just running out there. And now, oh, Ginny also in trouble. Finding out that Mundo cannot be CC'd with your first CCs, by Mundo not even proccing his ultimate, just running under a turret, and Ginny has no way of surviving that one.
No way.
Oh my god. It was not intentional. Yeah, and that's
Well,
great play from them, just ruined by 2 unnecessary mistakes.
unnecessary mistakes. It's literally 2 people from Wacky Wraiths running under tower, just tanking it and still killing someone.
Yeah, but still, Ginny just walked an aggressive path to get under the turret.
Hui was a bit greedy with it, I'll have to say. But Stush couldn't really do much against it, to be fair.
Yeah, but still, face again as an ADC is not the smart thing.
He also played solo. There was no one nearby. No one was shadowing him. Xin Zhao basing on vision here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orianna is just chilling in side lane, getting her items. She's level 16 by now.
Yeah, also,
Uh,
Wacky was secured in Nash.
What level is Hui? Wait. 14. Okay. When I'm talking, my icon is in front of it. So.
Oh, sorry.
Orianna having a 2-level lead. Needlework.
Yeah, it's just some poke on mid lane, just being thrown out. She's dropping really low. And yeah, now you don't really have a way to engage this one. If ever just staying back, throwing everyone out with the monsoon.
If Wacky Wraiths sent one person top here, by the way, they have a turret somewhere on the map, because then you're playing your tempo lines very evenly. SlimOdds can't really do anything against it. And I don't think they can end here if they send 4 mid, so I don't understand why there's not someone.
I mean, it's the safest play. Like you have is known for playing it safe most of the time. Which kind of works. I mean, now Deadlift just running under turret, taking some damage again. Benrix taking the bait, getting half-life just from running into the hard steel. You were flaming,
Yeah.
building it. Yeah.
And now the Warmox is popping in,
Yeah. Also,
deleting all the
Overly
health.
just being immune. Oh, Penrod finds an engage here, but now flashing away. And Penrod proccing his ultimate, probably also using the needlework. The third needlework hitting, dealing a bit of damage. Oh my god, the shockwave! Oh my god! Huge shockwave there from Usagen, sealing the game for Wacky Waves out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was... They really wanted a hug, I guess, from each other. They were standing on such a pile, beautifully seen from Orianna here. Great opportunity, great follow-up from Smolder. Just finishing the game on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really, really great play from them.
Yeah.
From him.
But when you're drafting something this early game, like this early mid-game comp, and you start to lose against Smolder this early in the game, I don't think there's much you can do afterwards to properly keep playing the game.
Yeah. It's kind of rough. So.
Like, SlimOdds' only real chance of winning this game was using their early game advantage to create a massive lead and then end before Smolder had his 225 stacks. But like, they didn't really have the options for that in general, because their
Yeah.
siege was mediocre at best.
Yeah. It was kind of rough to play. The mono really turned out to be a really great pick for them. So. Negating the poke damage that they faced. Yeah. Then they didn't really have a chance to play the game.
Exactly.
And Wacky was not allowing them to snowball, so.
I'm curious to see which 2 extra bans we'll be seeing next game.
Yeah, I am looking at a smaller ban here, to be fair. But
I'm
also
expecting one as well.
you probably need to ban that Gwen away.
You either ban it away or you pick it yourself. That's what I think.
Actually, you have probably first pick. They have side selection for that game because they lost it, so SlimOdds could be looking to first pick the Gwen, but also WackUS can just say we ban it ourselves. You also have a third ban now, and yeah, we will see. We are heading into a quick break. We'll be back when the draft begins.
to live forever. Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power. Lead us to order. I am the light bringer. Cut down one by one. No sound remains. Don't fear if death finds you this day. Are you with me? Let us savor the pain. Do you hear the distant sound calling your name?
Hello and welcome back. We are starting draft for the second game now. We have Wacky Wraiths on the blue side. Kinda surprisingly for us, as we talked about it in our break. But yeah,
They decided to go. SlimOdds decided to go red. Maybe they want to counterpick something specific. Maybe they want to do some like R3 shenanigans where you pick something and then ban some counters away. Our bans started out the same, but now they banned Smolder, which we expected to come
yeah,
out.
the smaller was really strong in the game one. So
Yes,
probably they're looking at the top lane counter pick here and we're seeing a Jace ban. And we see the
and a
Quen ban.
Gwen.
Kinda
Which ban
expected.
got dropped? What got banned last game that doesn't get banned now?
What did they ban the game before? I don't actually know.
I don't remember either.
It was the Tristana getting banned,
Yes, definitely.
but what
Tristana, Jinx, Ivern, and something else.
what was the
I'm stupid.
last ban? Completely missing it. Looking at a first pick from Wacky Wraiths here, not getting.
We're not getting any
Not
information just
really.
yet. Oriana being
Oh,
picked up on B1.
it's Yenna and Oriana. Kinda surprising for me.
Wait, what?
What?
What is surprising? Sorry, I thought
The Oriana B1.
I mean, it worked out great last game, so I
Oh,
kind of see
I
it from
don't
that
like
side.
that.
You don't like it for the Syndra, you don't like it for the
Yeah, for the
Oriana.
Syndra.
Isn't it a skill matchup?
Yeah, but all the time I see this matchup being played by good mid laners, it's just Ori dominating the Syndra. And we just saw
Yes,
that
because
Ginny
it's much
struggled
easier for
against it.
yeah, it's much easier for Ori to do this lane, but a good Syndra can still play it.
Yeah, but still hard Ori favored because she outpokes the Syndra and is safe with her
True.
shield. So,
I don't like the Ashe pick, to be fair.
I mean, Ashe got buffed, she's getting played a lot. And she's kinda good in setup, especially for something like Syndra pick and looking for pick comp, but
Yeah, but we're gonna need something heavily AoE, otherwise we're just lacking any AoE damage.
I mean,
We're looking at a lot of single target damage right now.
Ash can always build a Hurricanes, deal some AoE, and there's a Wukong coming in, and Wukong is looking really strong here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nightmare already playing against Orianna, Wukong with Syndra, Ash.
Yeah, exactly.
The
We
Scanner
picked these
weeks
two
need to
immobile.
be on point to not die every time.
Yeah, but we picked these two immobile champions. They show Orianna we picked two immobile champions. We know they're gonna combine it with something like a Wukong, like a Jarvan, like a I
Oh
don't know.
my god, this game is over.
We got the big AoE wombo combo. You're not moving anymore.
Yeah, this game is over. Just make it 2-0 and get into the next game.
Eh. We could get a Poppy. That's
It's
just
a
okay. Never mind.
Rom blind again. But why?
Because he can stop the MF ult, but then he gets counterpicked on support and doesn't get to play the laning phase.
I mean, usually I understand Prom against MF early because you are good against all in supports MF wants to have with her, but you already have Wukong Orianna. MF has the setup she needs for her ultimate, so no, you
Yeah.
just pair her with probably again a Jenna. Something like I don't know what is also good in support.
Against the Braum, anything that doesn't want to interact with him.
I mean,
And
yeah, Jenna. What is it? Renata could also work. I don't think
Janna,
Renata should be
Renata, if you want to be ballsy, you can go like Bard.
Yeah, Bard. Bard could also
You can
be
look
good.
for a poke with like Brand or Vel'Koz or Zverev. Anything like that.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we're banning
In their
away
banning.
the engaged supports.
Why
But she
are
already,
you
like you said,
picking Prom then?
okay, so we pick the anti-MF plus engage support, and then we ban away the engage supports, while the MF already has all these setups he needs. So
Yeah. That's kind of rough. That's kind of rough
but we
draft
still
right now.
we don't have enough tools to deal with or to stop the Wukong Orianna combo.
I mean,
How are we going to stop it?
there are not any tools left now.
Big ball Poppy. I don't know.
It's Pantheon. That is not a way to stop that. It could be a way to win, I don't know, mid lane, I guess.
You want to point? Yeah, okay. She point and click the Orianna with the stun, and then one shoulder with Syndra.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if you get the Orianna ahead, her ult still just sets up for the misfortune
And
ult.
there is a Soraka. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
we expect
that game is looking rough for SlimOdds already.
like we said, just pick anything that doesn't want to interact with Braum.
Yeah. Also
Good
Soraka,
luck touching me.
really good pick into Syndra. Just denying the burst from the ultimate with her own ultimate, keeping her team healthy. Also Soraka, really comfort pick for Elred this playoff so far. He picked like 3 or 4 times already, and now good blind pick. Fits the one more combo. Now we will see what the counter pick is here.
I like this team comp a lot
Yeah.
already. Just like it
It's
a
the
lot. No, don't.
Malphite.
Okay,
But
okay.
you don't have any all in with the Malphite.
I'm thinking, trying to make up a cope mechanism we can use this game.
I mean, the cope mechanism is every Ashe ult goes mid lane, and there's a Malphite, there's a Pantheon, and Syndra is getting all the kills.
Yeah, Syndra gets giga fed. Okay, this is the plan. Syndra gets giga fed by Ashe arrows hitting across the map. Then every time Malphite wants to press ult, Orianna and Misfortune are just on the same pile, and they get both ulted, and that's how we win.
Yeah, but there's still a Soraka that keeps them
Yes,
alive.
dude, I'm I'm trying to cope, but it just doesn't work on this one.
Yeah.
It's
Again, I'm not a fan of the prompt line pick here. You're again getting countered by an enchanter. No, even your ADC matchup isn't that great anymore.
But isn't like Malphite into Gnar not even that good?
I mean, it's still Malphite favorite matchup. Nah has to be careful, especially in the early game. But at some point, Nah is just tanky enough to ignore the Malphite. Also,
Yeah.
there is some weird tag with like going second wind and what is it called? The MR item that builds into Spirit Visage.
Oh, Spectral Cow.
Yeah, Spectre's Cowl just giving you a lot of sustain.
Yeah, okay, but then the thing
Then you're
with that,
delaying your Plague Cleaver, so yeah. But second wind, Dawn Shield should be enough to survive the Malphite line.
yeah, because on one side, Pantheon wants to play for top, but why do you want to play for top? Because you have a Malphite there. But if he plays for top, you get Gnar behind a lot because it's your favorite matchup. But the other side needs to play for your bot lane. But how are you going to be playing for your bot lane if the enemy Soraka is standing 2 screens away? Just because
Yeah.
he just heals.
Yeah. Also, as you already said,
Pen
there's no way to interrupt the Wukong Orianna combo here.
Yeah, they don't have any tools to properly deal with that combo. And I think, doesn't Wukong win the early fights with Pantheon? Because of the armor and health regen he gets from his passive?
Be, especially if he's fast enough with his W, he can just fool the
W,
Pantheon.
the empowered Q.
No, the Wukong W, no? Just send the clown out when Pantheon is jumping at you, or just before he's jumping at you, so you jump at the clown.
Yeah, you
Deal
have
no
to do
damage
it
with the
just
Wukong.
before, because when he's already mid-air and you
Yeah,
W, he's still gonna stun you.
yeah,
So
but
I personally think that it's better for Wukong to
hold
use his
W for the
W to
Q, yeah.
dodge the empowered Q from Pantheon.
Yeah, also that. So it's quite rough for Pantheon to actually get value. Also, his E does not get that much of value because Wukong is just dashing around.
Yeah.
Having a pretty easy time to get behind him.
So it's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. You need to make the Syndra a threat here. If Syndra is not a threat, you're really struggling.
Yeah, but you know the thing with if Syndra is a threat. So if Syndra becomes this big threat, right? Then Orianna, that means Orianna's behind. The Syndra then has to one-shot the misfortune. Absolutely has to. And if she just like one-shot someone else, I don't know if it's enough.
Yeah.
Because we're lacking a lot of AoE. We're still like Pantheon is mostly single target, Ashe is mostly single target.
Yeah, hear me
Syndra.
out. Full AP Malphite.
I mean, if we do that, then yes, then we
Then you have the
bomba
damage.
the.
You have the
Then we
damage.
have the AoE damage, but right now we don't have, in my opinion, enough AoE damage because yes, Syndra's abilities are AoE, but they're small AoE and her ult is only single target.
Yeah. I mean, you could do something like pressing your ult early and then providing AoE CC with the balls lying around, but yeah. Then you're also missing the
Yeah,
execute, so kind of rough.
that's. I'm curious to see how this one plays out. To be fair, hmm. I'm still just trying to wrap my head around. We pick Braum and then ban the two champions Braum would be good into.
Yeah. I mean, still, even there would be Nautilus open if Regiverse decides to just take engage. There's something like Nautilus, even Alistar, or there's still enough engage options, so I don't really see them banning that away. Just ban Enchanters away. Choose your poison. Enchanter
Yeah.
is really disgusting for you, especially Soraka is really hard to deal with. As Syndra
Do you think we'll
is
be
just.
seeing an invade?
I mean, you
I'm
kinda
hoping.
have to, no?
Yeah. I mean, we have insane invade by the way with Braum Ash Pantheon. Like we got a incredibly strong level 1.
Yeah, you have. You need to make. You need to take advantage of that.
It's either we invade or we bush cheese. Like one of the two. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you can look for both, no?
Yeah, that's what I say. Maybe even both.
Oh yeah, it kind of cut out for me. So.
Ah, my bad, my bad.
Yeah.
Loading screen. Am I right?
Yeah, it's loading screen.
Jungle pathing. Wukong likely will be pathing towards bot lane because Misfortune is his win con. Yes, he might not be ganking them because he has Soraka on the support side, but he still should be pathing towards the bots to cover for a gank, I would say.
Yeah, he probably
Try and
needs
counter
to.
gank. Pantheon should definitely be pathing towards bot side because who the fuck is pathing towards a Malphite?
Yeah, there's no
Unless
need to path into
full AP
Malphite.
Malphite.
Yeah, I mean, full AP Malphite is still a thing that could happen. Actually, isn't it?
He did go Comet, so that's one.
Yeah, but you always go comment in this matchup.
Yes. True. I'm having
Yeah.
copium, okay? Let me
Oh no, we're seeing a Knight on Braum. You're not getting kills in this lane, man.
ignite Braum.
I mean, yeah, you're not getting value out of exhaust anyways. So.
Uh, Misfortune having taken the cleanse, which is logical against Pantheon Ash,
Yeah.
Syndra, Braum. I think we're gonna be seeing a Mikels from Soraka come through as well,
Yeah,
just
could
because there's this
be
much
also
CC.
just the first item for Soraka, no? Yeah.
Generally, you go either like Moonstone, Mikels, or Redemption, something
Yeah.
like that.
Probably Mikael's into Redemption.
This game, it's either Mikels into Redemption or Mikels into Moonstone, I'd say. Because in this team comp, you're getting a lot of Moonstone value because your two frontliners are going to be like stacking onto each other, and your two backlines are going to be close to each other. So
Yeah.
Moonstone is going to get a lot of value.
And we're having a pause.
We got a ping issue.
Oh. Yeah. Wait, high ping. It's 148. That's not high ping for me.
Oh,
I mean, sure, it's kind of high, but I've seen worse.
I think my highest spike is 800 something.
Yeah, I had somewhere around 2,000 once. So,
Oh my.
kind of rough, kind of rough. Yeah, but
I
yeah,
already get mad when it's like above 40.
yeah. I usually don't notice it. Only if it goes above 60 or so, but it never happens. Usually never happens. So yeah,
Malphite going for the Doran's Ring here, looking for the mana sustain to try and poke out Gnar out of the fight. I'm not seeing the support. I mean, why do I want to see the supports? They have the support item,
yeah.
obviously.
Great question. Great question. Um,
Sometimes I'm special, okay?
yeah. Also, Ginny opting for the first strike here, and I'm not a fan of it against Orianna because Orianna usually hits her Q before you hit your Q, no?
Um, yes and no. Um, in Ginny's case, yes. In some other cases, no. If you're not constantly standing directly on top of the ball, Syndra has a good opportunity to hit a Q before the Orianna Q arrives.
Yeah.
But Ginny has this mentality, or whatever, or habit, to want to hug Orianna's ball.
Yeah, that's rough.
So
Yeah, so I usually like the area.
here, by the way, the chat doesn't see the pause screen. I think our little viewer wants to see
They
the
they they
pause.
wanna see the pause. Okay, okay, I can change that if you wanna just look at the screen. You can have it. Just looking at chat if they write something. I mean, I can probably just show
The
you
chat
chat.
is going.
It's some Malphite jokes in here. What the fuck?
This is a,
Yeah, just enjoy the jokes. Um, yeah. Also, we see actually first strike on Büttner here.
on button. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. He wants like he outranges the Ash with his E.
Yeah,
The thing as well is in this matchup he doesn't want extended trades. Like never. There's no reason for him to go for an extended trade.
yeah.
Because he
You
has
just wanna
Soraka, he's
go.
playing MF himself, can go for short, like 1 to 2 auto attack trades, maybe look for a Q from a minion. He never wants to have a long interaction with this Brown Ash, because then you're just losing.
Yeah, you don't want to. So yeah, can understand it. It's not the usual rune you see on the map, I think, but yeah,
It makes a lot of sense in this.
it's the right pick here.
With that rune in mind, though, do you think we're gonna see the typical Bloodthirster rush into crits, or are we going to see like a collector into something else?
I think you just go full affinity here, no? Like your value is your ultimate. Just combo it up with Wukong Orianna and then delete everyone.
Yeah, no, full lethality I wouldn't say. I would expect a collector into Infinity Edge maybe, because each and every wave of your ult can still crit for extra damage.
Yeah, true.
So I think a combination between the two, like collector into Infinity Edge, and then Lord
Yeah,
Dominic's maybe. I don't know.
Lord Dominic's will be pretty good against the Malphite.
Mm-hmm.
Malphite will get a lot of armor here. I don't think he should be really hit by Orianna in the team fight. So
Besides the command shockwave, not necessary.
yeah, but you have enough HP and probably just going something like Unending Despair and a lot of HP should be enough to survive the Ori damage.
Nar opting for the grass. What kind of build are we expecting from the Nar? Trinity Force into Starex or
I'm just expecting Black Cleaver Sterix here. I mean, could
Black Cleaver? Black Cleaver
also
makes a lot of sense.
be Trinity, but I think especially in the Malphite matchup, you just need a Black Cleaver for the armor pen.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I've seen
no,
a
it's
few Nars opt for Borg, but I don't think he will
no.
go that into this matchup.
I don't really.
I don't like it either.
I
It's a
don't
weird
think
build.
it's. I mean, it has some point in solo queue, but in competitive, it's not a good choice because if he goes it, he's really squishy, then he will just get abused by a Pantheon on Malphite
Mm-hmm.
building it.
From the poster we can see from red side,
They're looking
I'm
for bot
hoping
lane.
for an invade.
Yeah, they're looking for bot lane.
Pantheon is very eager. He's running.
Yeah, he's hungry for blood. They're already making Pantheon bake jokes, so I hope he's picked Baker Pantheon. Did you
He
actually
did not. He went Dragon Slayer Pantheon because I
God
saw it in the
damn
loading
it.
screen.
They then don't
Not
make
allowed to
baking
make bake
jokes.
jokes. Tell
Yeah.
him that. No Baker Pantheon, no baking jokes.
Oh my god, the joke by Banarex. Get him out of here. Oh my god. That's not a good joke, man.
High side already regretting him asking for this screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just waiting. Yeah, he realized it. He realized it. That's not a good joke. Yeah, we saw that she was reconnecting, but still doesn't look like her ping is better. So Still looking
What
at
is
the
the
pause.
rule on pause
Still looking
in
at
this
the pause.
league on pause?
I think
in
it's
this league?
something like 10 minutes, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't read the rulebook that far, that good.
Ah,
Victor getting
aren't you like an
PTSD.
admin or something?
No, I'm just the guide
Ah,
to
okay, we're just.
to organize the cast. So
Oh, then there's no issue, right?
actually, I can look it up. There should be some rulebook somewhere.
'Cause I know in VL it's 15 minutes max, but I don't know how it is in.
Wait,
Sure.
I'm looking it up. Rulebook. Here it is. Penalty is course of play. And procedure. Uh,
Oh man.
I'm not finding anything. Wait. 50 minutes is 50 minutes.
15, okay. So we got 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah, after 50 minutes, a opposing team may request that the game resume.
Yeah. Forced resume. Not a.
Yeah. So yeah,
Huh.
looking at that should be
What do you think about the new Spare Blossom skins?
skins or the map.
The skins. The champion skins.
I haven't really looked at them right now.
Oh,
I'm really busy doing other
look
stuff.
up the Ivern skin, and I'll say my friend had a great name for it. My friend called it Window Licker Ivern.
I mean, yeah, the diamond skin is just a complete recolor, so.
It's but the face he has on the splash arts. Chef's kiss.
Wait, I'm gonna look that up. we have nothing better to do, so.
We're waiting on a pause.
Oh my god! What is that? What is that
It's
face?
it's Window Licker Ivern, man.
What the fuck is that face? What are they doing? Wait,
Oh.
give me all the good new Spirit Blossom skins.
Well, I
Wait.
think the splash art for the Prestige locks is amazing. The person that has made that splash art has done a great job as usual. It's also the only splash art creator I know, to be honest. So
Oh yeah, that's looking great.
yeah, it's the same. That artist also made the Porcelain Aurelia splash art. She has worked on the splash art for the T1 skins. So yeah, they make great splash arts. Like they're always beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of splash arts are really beautiful.
Yeah, and then you have Window Licker Ivern.
What the fuck, man? Why? What is going on in the chat, man?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite voice actor? God damn it, guys, you're on stream.
Oh yeah. What do you think about Pool Party Twitch?
Wait, pool party Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch got a Pool Party skin.
Let's
It's in the
go.
Battle Pass.
Haven't looked at skins. Yeah, they are not skins from a main champion, so I'm not looking at them. Oh my god, that looks funny.
It's funny, no?
Wait,
Close it before people gets cancelled. No eyesight. We now have the chat. You asked
yeah,
for it.
you
Here it
asked
is.
for it.
What other new skins are there? I know the new Bart skin looks very nice.
Bard skin. Yeah, I'm just looking it up.
Spirit Blossom Bard.
Damn it, why do I have to search for Spirit toss a Bard then.
I mean, I just like the skin.
Oh yeah, that's also really cool. Yeah, Bard also
I
has a lot of cool skins.
Yeah, they just did great again. The only skin that I don't like that much is Spirit Blossom Varus, just because I didn't recognize Varus in it instantly.
Wait, that's Varus? That's looking like Yawn or Yasuo or
Yeah,
Kayn.
no, that's Varus.
Yeah, you can see the bow behind him, but yeah, without the bow and the weird arm there, it's just Yawn or Yasuo. Like, just looking at the face, it's not Varus.
Exactly. That was my confusion as well. Spirit Blossom Zyra, yes, the skin looks very, very clean on the splash art and also in game. It's just she looks so human. The last few skins they made her all human. Oh, we're starting again.
With phone internet, we're doing it.
We got there.
Summoner's Rift.
We are doing it, guys. We are back into the
Oh,
game. Now
50 ping.
we will have another pause thingy. So
30 seconds until
just with
minions
the
Oh yeah,
stream delay.
the pause delay. This one.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't see an invade. It's just
No,
a normal 5 point.
they're scared. Eh. I was so excited for this invade. It's also if they invaded, they would just run into an MF server alone.
Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to make a play on Oriana though.
Yeah. Probably looking like it.
Minions have spawned.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Wukong being called out trying to get awards. Nothing happens.
Yeah, but yeah, literally nothing happens. Everyone's standing mid lane, but no one's doing anything. They're just waiting.
Yeah, and we stood mid lane, so we also threw away our one and only chance for a boost freeze.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a rough flow early game. Like I said in the loading screen, Pantheon has to path bot lane. Wukong is likely pathing bot lane as well because he's gonna look for a counter gank.
Yeah. Fine, 7 trade poke already coming out of Britna on the MF.
Yeah, Butner being able to proc the first strike there.
Yeah.
This
Top
is
lane looking rough as expected, but yeah. Also bot lane.
it's a boring early game. It's a very, very boring.
You're getting slowed, but yeah, you picked Prom. You cannot play the bot lane.
Yeah. they hit the level 2 spike, so you cannot be dive at level 2 Leona mentality, so yeah.
And also Elred just hitting the Qs, keeping himself topped up in HP and poking the enemy down. It's so annoying to play against it.
Yeah. And if you hit the Q, that means your next W within a certain time also doesn't cost you any health.
Yeah, also it provides extra health to your
Yeah, it shares the Q healing.
yeah, also the movement speed, I believe.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, really annoying.
Oh, nice little stun combo from the Syndra there.
Yeah.
Trying to get some early stacks.
Also, in top lane, Benrex is hitting the poke, but he's falling extremely behind in the early game in CS.
Yeah, Malphite is not that great in CSing, and he's very focused on trying to hit these Qs, trying to zone Gnar off a bit. But Gnar has Doran's Shield, he has likely Second Wind, he has the Grasp, which he has procced a few
Yeah,
times.
actually, we can check that. He has the second.
Could have
wind
it,
he
yeah.
has, yeah, already. Yeah, 80 HP with it. So
We see a gank happening on mid lane. Good
yeah,
stun coming out, but not really in engage range for the Pantheon. Wukong there to cover for it though.
yeah, they're looking at some poke back onto Ginny, and now Robbie could be in trouble. Using the W. Oh, no? The trade is not looking that well for Finran. Not for Finran, for robbery. Oh, Fenrix also here. Could be quite tricky for the side of Wacky Wraiths. Finran jumping forward, forcing the flash out of Usagin. Yeah, the flash trade and your bot lane is still just getting poked out.
Yeah. I mean, as long as Wacky Wraiths can keep the attention of SlimOdds on anything but this bot lane, it's great.
Yeah. Also, Stoosh already lost her first pot, so the poke will
So
continue.
did Braum. Most people use their potions by now, but the only thing is Elred is slowly running out of mana faster than Decoy and Stoosh, so she will have to look for a base very soon. But on the other hand, Soraka is a champion that builds some mana sustain early on, so
The
it doesn't really matter that much.
keep hitting, you're not getting them low. It's just annoying to look at.
Yeah. They always say engage beats sustain, but not when it happens in this kind of scenario.
I mean, Braum is not really engaged champion or Detlef. Might be
It's
careful
more
getting
a-
hit by a Q. Benarix does not have W up, so if he actually still has W there, I think Na's just dead.
Braum is what you'd say. He's a special case when it comes to engage. He's more like a counter engage
Yeah.
kind of champ.
Oh, how did that double up hit from MF there? That Q angle was completely unhinged.
We hit those.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
But so
like-
looking at top lane, it's a 15 CS lead now by Detlef. So yeah,
Both haven't
How-
TP'd already.
you counter pick the matchup, you poking him low, but you're not getting elite in CS. So now it's just completely fine with what's happening there. Also,
Yeah.
Wukong being level 5, looking on some poke onto Stoosh being really low. Also, Decoy falling here, not you deciding against using the flash or robbery. Could be dying here, the flash away to keep safe. Also, the heal from Soraka.
Yeah, Stoosh being poked so low, forcing a base. Braum being dead even better. Only little quote-unquote downside is Soraka got the kill, but it's still fine.
Yeah, it's a 17 CS lead. You're now having a free base. The wave is pushing into you. Soraka has her, what is it called? Her mana region now.
Yeah, or mirror.
MF looking to build a collector, as you said.
Yes. I at least know something about my game. I might be plat, but
Yeah.
oh.
Also, roam around mid lane. They're looking for the first Drake again. They
Yeah,
secured
getting
the
some
game
setup around
before,
this Drake.
But still, you're losing your topside jungle for it. No one is there to cover it right now. You're losing the red buff, you're losing probably pressure around crabs. And as it seems, Wacky is completely fine with just giving the first Drake all the time.
Yeah, MF just chilling. I think does she have a freeze or a slow push? I don't know. Can't see the minions from up here.
Yeah, it's just
Uh,
a freeze.
Slow push. Is that a freeze?
It is,
Three,
should be a
three.
freeze.
Oh yeah, now it is. My bad, I saw it wrong. Okay, that was a nasty bounce.
Yeah, again, nasty bounce. Now, he cleared the cannon minion, but still, wave is freezing. They should just stop hitting it, no? In hopes that it bounces back anytime soon. Oh yeah, they did it. Because minions are stupid.
Minions indeed are.
Yeah, but
Both junglers are on top side here.
yeah, crabs are the objective. Both teams have a ward on it.
Wukong has a CS lead despite having stolen some camps from the red side. Or Pantheon has a CS lead.
Wukong's lead speed is not the fastest, so he
No.
can struggle with that, especially against some fast heroes. But
Yeah, Pantheon
Panther-
doing the grubs here because he kind of has no one contesting him.
Yeah. Also, Ginny actually playing the mid lane matchup really well. Every time we see it, he hits his combos, he hits his spells. Getting some poke onto Usage, but yeah. Or just pressing Q 3 times and the poke is back.
Yeah. Also because, like I said before, Ginny really likes to stand close to the Orianna ball, so it doesn't have a long travel time.
Also, Stooge, again, she's dropping pretty low from just the double ups. Yeah, you're not poking the bot lane out, just because Eret keeps on hitting these Qs. Oh, they're looking for an all-in here. Eret has to flash away. Oh, that could be a kill in mid lane. Close one for Ginny, and yeah, Eret flashed away. Forcing. Yo, we see Pantheon ult in bot lane, and also the ult of from getting in there, and Wukong securing a double kill. Great Cyclone here, and now
And Wukong
Venerix
cleaning up, no?
being in trouble. Stooge still having barrier to barely keep him alive, and Venerix also falling quite low in the trade to top lane. Deadlift just using the Mega Gnar to his advantage. Now, need to grab a honey fruit to just keep pushing his advantage in the top lane.
You do play Fenrir there, securing 3 kills in such a short amount of time. Even covered like on 2 lanes because of the mobility provided by Pantheon ulti.
Yeah, but also Robbery being there to cover the bot lane play. Bit late, but still being there, securing a double kill for himself. Now, they're even items, nearly even farm. So, farm need is kinda gone now.
Yeah. Not only just securing the double kill, but also getting 3 assists on MF, while Ash only still has 1 assist. So it's still a little bit of
being
gold.
down 30 CS Eret is in trouble here. He has no flash. He's probably looking to be killed here. Yeah. The ult just delaying the kill, not giving a kill to Stooge, which is really annoying for her. But Fenrir having his 4th kill. Now he's looking to snowball this game. And Penta can also just completely take over a game if he's fed enough. But yeah, we will see.
Yeah, definitely. Ash is also one of those ADCs that doesn't really mind not having kills when she's not your like only damage source. SlimOdds here has enough damage sources, right? They have the Pantheon, they have the Syndra, the Ashe if Ashe got ahead. She didn't necessarily. So Ashe is just gonna be this like utility kind of champion right now, which is still great because it synergizes very well with Pantheon and very well with
Venerix again getting Mega Gnar into the wall. But yeah, just poke ultimate for Ruby, spotting on decoy, just waited and the bush for like, I don't know, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And now, SlimOdds looking at the next strike with the setup. Clearing the vision, just placed. Both junglers being around mid lane.
Yeah, they look to get the mid priority or something on mid lane so they can rotate to Dragon. Orianna looking to do something on bot lane. She might be looking for a ult combination with the Wukong to make sure that they have a guaranteed Drake here. And
Decoy is in trouble. I don't like the MF ultimate. Pantheon ulti is coming in, Eret being in trouble. Great shockwave again from Usage and just keeping his team in there. Henrix also GP'd and now looking for this unstoppable force on someone. And Büttner might be in trouble. Benelix just chasing down the Orianna. Oh, he's being quite low. Is she coming out of Büttner to save him from the Syndra damage? And yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. You're trading your support for your ADC, for the enemy ADC. And
yeah, but Recuace took a lot more damage.
yeah, you're getting the Drake, but also the GP from Benelix was kind of pointless.
Yeah, but you don't want, even if it's a single Camtrack, you don't really want the Orianna to get the
They're not
Camtrack.
getting it, because now Eret is back on the map, and he's there to just provide enough HP for his team to just contest the Drake. And with that, yeah, the TP is really pointless.
Yeah. Nar getting... Did Nar get some plates?
He got
I think
two
so.
plates of it.
2 plates. And he right now has a... Never mind, he doesn't have the level lead. I said it wrong. Ignore what I said.
Yeah, you should probably still be half a level up. But, yeah, he's opting for the Trinity, not for the Black Cleaver. So you were right. Yeah, Trinity gives you more kiting power.
It gives him more kiting power, a better side lane, and to be honest, he doesn't really want to be dealing with this Malphite anyways.
Or get some great power for Butner. Elred a bit struggling with damage here. Now, Yuzijin might be in trouble. Oh no, Shockwave barely hitting Ginny here. And Ginny has to flash
TP
away.
coming out from Nar.
Oh, robbery. Also, confirming the kill, Fenrir. Using the
Great
cross
slow.
SNK option. And yeah, that's the tray. Now, this CP had value. You got the tray. You got... You zoned the jungler out. Now,
There's no plates for your opponent top laner to get.
yeah, also, should be in time to not lose that much. He's just losing one wave for that. And he's 15 CS, so it's kind of fine for him.
Yeah, CS leads are looking very, very solid for the side of Wacky Race. Like, only being down 4 CS on your jungler.
We're getting spotted out by the Q from Soraka. And yeah, kind of rough. Oh, another ultimate from that.
Not
left,
stunning?
Missing the wall, but still. Now he's winning this trade if he's Mega now. Hitting another bowler right at the back of Benorex. Send a trade.
Not letting it pick
picking
up. Not letting him pick up. Wukong opting for Trinity Force, wanting some consistent damage instead of burst. Oh,
Yeah, I like the. Well, I don't like the cleanse actually.
what?
It's kind of pointless.
I don't know the clans either.
And yeah,
Orianna opting for the same like tankier build she did last game.
Yeah. Oh, another punch and ulti getting silence, but confirming the kill on to Elred, but yeah, it's always the Soraka you're killing. You're never getting one of the carries, and I don't really think Soraka should be your target to go in this game.
To be fair, if you focus the other
Oh.
person, Soraka's just gonna heal them up and they would reach the turret there.
Deadlift, dropping quite low after the unstoppable force from Benorex, getting the turret and just hopping his way out there. So, first turret is down for this now. It's already 700 gold ahead. Also, bot lane just being 1k, over 1k gold ahead is kinda rough for the Ashe.
Yeah, definitely. It's just 3 blue wards coming out from the side of Wacky Race here.
Oh, Fenrir looking at the mid lane gank, and that should be a free kill for Ginny here. That's the play we talked about. That's the one play you need to make all the time now.
Yeah, definitely, because she's the only person that's gonna deal damage to your Malphite.
Yeah.
Because Nar opted to not go for the Black Cleaver, so he's not built to deal with it. He's built to go for side lane
Also,
and have some more consistent damage against the rest of your team. But Orianna's the only threat to your Malphite now.
yeah. Also, MF looking for. Oh no, Stooge is face checking again. Why? Oh, okay. Butner does not have ultimate.
Is that a Ghost Blade or
Yeah,
is that
it's
a
a-
opportunity?
Could be both, I believe.
I think Ghost Blade, because opportunity got nerfed for.
Yeah.
No, opportunity has the same value for ranged, I think, and buff value for melee.
Yeah,
Something like that.
But I really like Yuma's on MF, so we're looking at that. Just the extra movement speed again and again and again. It's really disgusting to deal with. Oh, the poke! She
That
cannot
poke.
stand at the wave. She's just getting poked down every time.
Yeah,
half
you have to
HP.
stand next to your wave instead of behind it against
Yeah.
TMF, but it's also
Just half
Very
HP.
annoying.
Everett blocking for the recall of MF. He's getting the Ghost Blade. Now he's in trouble again. Fenrir is here. Everything throwing his way. But besides everything, just walking down a straight line. So,
Yeah, Enchanted Crystal Arrow only being used on their own lane, not trying to make a play on mids or something with it,
yeah,
which
they're looking
could
for
be still done.
rotation. They spotted Fenrir with a blue ward. So, yeah. Also, everyone being there to just cover rotation. Actually, I completely missed that Malphite took top turret at some point.
Yeah, I skipped that as well.
Now, Rory's here just to push out a wave, probably looking at the turret. He's going to take it a lot. Oh no, they just place the Herald. Now, oh, Fenrir
Place
might
Herald,
be in
get it,
trouble.
set up for Drake with your vision. That's what they're trying to do. Get some pressure on this bot lane.
Oh, Fenrir stole it away with a great throw off his spear. Ginny hitting a stun onto Arid. Arid dropping Half-Life, still having the ultimate up, still having the heal up, but now he is in danger of just getting one-shot by someone. So, Fenrir
Yeah.
being here. Oh, the ward is just out of vision of the control ward. And so, they see what Benerex is doing. And
Alred also procking for the... Oh!
There's the ult coming in, the wombo combo hitting off the side of SlimOdds. Not the one team we expected to hit the wombo combo. And Robbery also going down. Detlef hitting a huge Mega Knight into the wall, but it's not enough paired with the shockwave. There's not enough damage for his team. And that's 3 kills for SlimOdds.
Yeah, they were standing so perfect for this Syndra Malphite to just do whatever they pleased.
Yeah. That looks like
But also...
way back into the game for SlimOdds.
Yeah, definitely. But if you also look at the items Soraka went, we were talking about like kills to make sure that your MF is like okay, but she went for the Moonstone instead.
Yeah, I'm expecting her to build Mikaeus now. That should be the item for Mikaeus. The spot
Should.
item to build into Mikaeus. But also, you're losing Atakan for this. It's the third Drake. The team that won the Drake also gets the Atakan. It's a few levels, it's a bit of damage, a bit of slow for the side of SlimOdds, and we talked about it with the slow, with Ginger being a threat now at 2 items, it could be really devastating.
Yeah, definitely. I also didn't you absolutely didn't want the side of Wacky Wraiths to get this Atakan because that would have just solidified their combo even more. But SlimOdds have been playing this game very well. The only quote-unquote downside you could say is that Stush doesn't really have as much gold as he would like to.
Yeah, but you talked about it. She's playing Ashe, she's fine with that. And
Yeah.
throwing this enchanted crystal arrows, hitting important targets, probably something like the Soraka. If you hit Soraka with enchanted crystal arrows, she's nearly always dead.
Yeah, she's just dead, guaranteed. Also, one of the things that we saw earlier is, yes, MF has this Ghost Blade now, she has a lot of lethality, but the moment she ulted, she was only hitting Malphite with her ulti, and
Yeah.
Malphite doesn't really care about lethality.
Yeah, Malphite now looking really, really tanky, just stacking that armor. Now getting some MR in, and yeah, Detlef is not dealing any damage to him. MF is not dealing any damage to him. And oh, Enchanted Crystal Arrow
Great
hitting,
cleanse.
forcing out the cleanse. It's barely saving Goodness life here. And yeah, now it should be time, or it needs to be time for the Mikaeus. Arid.
Syndra being like 2 splinters away from her ult having an execute.
Yeah.
She just pinged it in the chat.
Be really, really difficult to deal with that. No, still stepping up. Oh my god, this damage. It's still disgusting. Oh, great ultimate from usage. Hitting, his ultimate getting forced back by the scatter of the week. Now, Ginny on, stamping away from the boss. Beautiful play, and now it's another kill on the side of SlimOdds and Detlef. Yeah, you're not dealing any damage to this Malphite. You don't have to play Cleaver. He doesn't
Yeah.
care if you're hitting him.
And it looks like he's not building it either, is he now?
It's not really
What is he building?
And oh, Detlef. Dropping quite low. Eret is there to support him, but Venerex has the anti here. Oh, great move coming out of him, ulting over the wall.
Is that a maw? Or what is he building?
It could be a Maw. It could. I don't like Maw here, to be fair.
It could be a maw. I don't like it.
No, what is it?
No. What?
It's going to be a Black Cleaver. He just has
He just has an extra magic method.
negative, yeah. No magic, yeah. Negative
No
is
magic.
the other one.
Yeah,
The bigger
it's the
one.
thing that Malphite has.
Yeah. Wait, actually, what is Malphite going here? It's looking like Chainic Ruker, no?
Either that or Abyssal.
I also know
Or-
Abyssal is not with Trooper. Oh, Struce is in trouble. She needs to flash away. Great shockwave onto Fenrir. Fenrir using the gear to keep himself safe. And oh my god, Ginny hitting the big damage. Deciding not to hold Arity. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Big ouch. So it can still. It's not gonna be Abyssal. That's what you said.
Yeah.
So we can still look towards Chaotic Rukern, maybe.
Probably Chainic
Force
Ruker.
of Nature.
Could also be a force of nature, but I don't like either of them.
Jack Show.
Could be a
Jack Show, maybe?
No, Jack Show is built also differently, I believe. Might be wrong though. It might change some build path I haven't noticed. Because I'm not building this item regularly.
Oh wait, here I can probably see it now. It could be. It's gonna be Yannick. It's the only item that has both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Bitner getting poked out actually by Stoosh and Benrix. The glacier is it glacier shards? I don't know. The shards is throwing. Oh, Detlef getting stunned. He's going to get healed up, and Eret does not have a second item by now.
Wait,
so stuns
Shards?
the Q from Benrix.
Oh yeah, Seismic Shard.
Seismic shard. Not glacier shard, seismic shard, yeah. And oh, Benrex hitting Elred with Fenrir diving that. Elred still keeping alive. Benrex noticing his only threat is the Oriana, but they went too deep and that fight is lost. They
Yeah,
did
so
not manage
basically-
to kill this Raka fast enough.
Yeah, but what happened there mainly is Malphite went for a unstoppable force on the bot lane, so both on MF and Soraka. But the thing is, Soraka flashed through the wall and was in a position that nobody was contesting. So MF was just free firing basically.
Yeah, MF also flashing over the wall, so oh, just being safe there. Oh, Detlef looking for the W now, looking for the Mega Na. Into his team, flashing away out of the turret. Bitner is still dying for that. Oh, Fenrir now here to collect a lot of kills, and that's 3 kills for Fenrir. What a mistake from Wacky Wraiths here.
Yeah, they dived him. We saw a lot of value from the Atacon damage there with the 15%
Oh,
current health. What? Oh, they're
with
looking for
that
a Baron
TP,
play?
They're looking for Nash here, and there's only Ori and Soraka up here.
They're not able to
Invoking
contest
Benrex,
this.
but there's not enough damage from Benrex, no? Like,
Yeah, they cannot stop this. They have to wait for their team, but I don't think they're fast enough.
it's 10
There are
seconds.
portals, so
it's
They're
10 seconds
portals.
for Detlef, so he can TP in there. There's a TP one right at where Soraka is
What is-
sitting. Nash
what is
shoving
Baron health?
quite low. It's at
okay, this is better.
9k HP, and yeah, they stopped it. The Enchanted Crystal just flying out there. I mean, it has no cooldown, but still. Oh, Elred? Is he looking for a chase down? He's not.
No. TP coming out from that left there. the thing is with this rift, we got Hextech Rift, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of rotational speed from
Fenrir
enemy
might be
base
in
out.
trouble. Fenrir
Nah,
actually
he gets
being
away.
level 17 here. How
Yeah,
did he manage
he's
that?
he's very ahead. He got a lot of kills. He got a lot of blue flowers from the Atacon. They have Atacon. Keep that in mind. They get a flower every single time they get a kill.
Oh,
And this Atacon boosts the amount of experience you get from each flower. So your XP value goes up by so much.
yeah. No, we actually see the Black Cleaver from that left. We talked about it. Now he's
Yes.
looking. Is that being built into oh, he's actually getting caught out, Fenrir. Still being hungry for blood. Wanting to have more petals, wanting to have more damage, stepping up too far, getting caught out by Büttner and by Robbery. Now, Ginny is here, but they have no ultimates left.
No Meganar either.
Megana, no Cyclone, no Bullet Time, no Shockwave. Is it Celestial Blessing? Am I right? Wish.
No wish.
Fuck. It's just a wish from Soraka. And yeah. Also kind of awkward TP there by Ginny because everyone was already blown out. So
Yeah.
Get-
If like Benson still had his E up there, if he saved it instead of using it for a bit more damage, then he could have lived the bullet time longer. Unstoppable Force.
the all in from Banarex. Oh no, the knockup, the scatter the weak missing, and Büttner, he's not going down, he's still full life. Oh, Robbery trying to provide some backline here, also not going down here, and at the end, the only one really being low on the side of Factory is Aaron after just healing his ADC back to full HP.
Yeah, but Elred healed his ADC, getting healing back from the Moonstone, and then
Still
Wish
has
coming out, healing him so much.
no Mikaels here.
Yes, still no Mikael. I think maybe he will go in now, but
Yeah,
I
that's
doubt.
kinda late. Oh, Fenrir
Grand Starfall?
looking for another kill here. That's enough damage. Now, Usage being in trouble. They scatter the weak hits, and the damage is enough even without the ultimate.
Did you see that slow on the Oriana, by the way?
Yeah, I saw it. Now I saw it. That's disgusting. Oh, Büttner being here to defend this. He has enough damage to just put Ginny there. Yeah,
That was special.
I guess it worked. The full lethality have worked.
Yeah. It's working. The only thing is, until now, every single team fight, we see bullet time being used against the Malphite, and then it looks like MF doesn't really do anything. But as soon as she hits anybody else, it's doing
Edwin
massive
just
amount of damage.
waiting there now, spotting Robbery on the ward, just being behind him. And that could be really, really scary for someone just face checking. Edwin walking into his direction, not being spotted so far. They still have no clue
Oh, it's up for a
where Fenrir is.
surprise.
Now Fenrir spots Edwin, the ultimate comes in, and he's just being silenced all the time.
That was such a great silence from Elred, by the way.
Yeah, keeping himself alive using the ultimate, and now Fenrir is dead. It's the third track for Wacky Wraiths. The quarterback back into the game, looking at the soul point, probably looking at the national, and
Yeah, SlimOdds having a little bit of spectator syndrome there, watching how Wacky Race got that dragon instead of trying to shove out a wave. But
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
They're getting a free Baron after this as well.
yeah,
They're posturing to defend it, but I don't think they can.
Ginny looking for some combo here, but yeah, there's still a Soraka waiting behind. Deadlift now coming in as Megana. Oh, finding the two of them standing there. It's a double kill. Why are you even contesting that one?
That's what I said. Spectator syndrome. They want to
Yeah.
look, and then they're like, "Oh, wait, it gets low." Yes, they were very, very close to that steal because Wukong was very late with his smite. It was 300 health left. But it's-
still enough.
Yeah, it's still just like I said, spectator syndrome. They want to watch their enemy take the objective and not try and stop anything.
Yeah, they could have just taken mid lane turret. The time they got.
They could have taken mid lane turret. They could have de-shoved top because top is now in a very vulnerable position since the enemy has Baron.
Robbery
Um,
looking at a 1v1 with Fenrir. Fenrir now, level 18, hunting down a monkey, but it's not enough. Fenrir also being there, and Robbery is still trying to look for a fight. Dealing actually no damage to Benrix, not even enough to get through the Tavi's shield.
It looks very weird to have the Chaotic Shield and the Tabi Shield and the Malphite passive shield.
Yeah, he's just getting more shields and shields. Oh, Deadlift, nearly being Mega now. Could be a trouble if
Gathering
he
the
hits
rainbow.
Long one or two.
Oh, good stun.
Good poke, but it's not enough. Fenrir being already too close. Stuns are coming in, but oh my god, the ulti had potential to be great, but he just threw them the wrong way around. Needed to flash
Okay.
out. Everyone is resetting. They got their turret. Now,
A question, right? Why are we fighting in one of the tightest spots in the map against Wukong, Orianna, MF?
it worked. Don't question.
MF didn't have ult. That's the only reason it worked.
Yeah. No.
MF
nothing
going
at
for
top lane.
opportunity last item, by the way.
Yeah. Kind of weird. No?
It's a item that's very, very strong early game because it gives you that much movement speed and stuff. I don't think it's that great later on.
I mean, yeah, you'll probably get the last side to provide you something. I would have gone for Wolfen. Actually getting caught out, getting knocked up by the second Cyclone, Deadlift, getting the kill, and now, yeah, Robbery is not really low because Arid just standing there looking for the heals. Actually, Arid, again, not going for the Mika is trying to finish
Warble.
the Warmox now. Deadlift finding an ult on Decoy. Oh, great ult onto Ginny. Ginny is dead with the bullet time and the damage from Deadlift. Also Decoy dropping low, and that should be enough for the game. She does not have the wave here to deal with these two mega minions. Also redemption coming in. Yeah, the engage is great, but it's not enough. Stooge is getting killed by the Gnar, and Penrix
Gnar
doesn't have
ult.
any damage. Also Decoy getting thrown out of his fountain to confirm their ace. And that's the second game for Wacky Wraiths.
Penryn being this far ahead compared to the rest of his team, like he had what, like 2,000-3,000 gold more than like everybody else on his team, and he kept getting caught and caught and caught and caught every single time. Sometimes I get why he got caught because he looked for a kill on Soraka, got silenced, couldn't move afterwards. But that last one, he was just being so greedy walking into that jungle where he had no vision.
Yeah. He tried to make some plays, he tried to use his lead, but he was disconnected from his team, and that cost him a lot. That lost
Yeah.
him the game.
It lost him the game at the end.
Yeah. So great tries from them. Great.
Do you think we will see any adaptations in bans in Game 3?
I mean, we kind of talked about it. You probably have to ban the smaller. You have to ban the Quen. I mean,
Do we
the one
want to
thing you
ban
can
Tristana
do
again?
is, yeah, probably, because Wacky showed they're really, really happy with just first picking Tristana and putting it anywhere they want. So if you don't have anything prepared for the Tristana mid lane or bot lane, and it
Great
does not
idea.
look
We
like
bait Tristana and go Malphite.
Mayfair mid lane, let's go. Yeah, so pretty rough on that side. Yeah. And the one thing you can do is just go blue side and first pick the Quen yourself, so you have one more ban, and you can look to ban away the Orianna. Or you just first pick the Orianna and ban the Quen, or yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Do you think they will go blue side this time? Because last time they got to choose, they went for red side for the counter pick. But
It didn't
yeah.
work out for them. Their counter pick was a tank, so if your counter pick is a tank on R5, your draft went wrong somewhere, I believe.
Yeah. To be fair, like if you counter pick the Malphite into like a team that is super heavily reliant on AD, then I guess, but like
Yeah,
eh,
but the R5
eh.
counter pick is not winning you the game. Yeah.
No, exactly.
You,
That's
you need
the issue.
you need something to really punish the Gnar, and it would be something like Irelia, or if you're good at Yasuo or Yon, but yeah,
Yeah, we didn't have anything to properly stop the combo from happening, though. That's the issue.
yeah,
Like, yeah, we have the Braum. Look, fun. Bullet time still hits 3 people every single time. I haven't seen Braum like block it once after laning.
yeah. It
So why are
was,
we drafting it if it isn't protecting the team from the thing why we drafted it?
yeah, kind of rough play here from SlimOdds. We will see their adaptation after a short break. So stay tuned, and we are back in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back for game 3 of our lower bracket finals between Wacky Wraiths against SlimOdds. And Wacky Wraiths has taken a 2-hour lead, and now we're looking at the draft of game 3, which should be starting soon. And yeah,
SlimOdds opting to go for a red side yet again. Maybe they wanted to look for a strong side counter pick on top lane, maybe, or something like that. We'll see very soon in the draft, I guess.
yeah, but we just saw the answer into nah was my fight, and
Yeah, but maybe this time we
Uh,
see a strong side champion instead of a weak side champ.
yeah, and now we're into draft.
I
Let's see
think
what
bans
they
are going to
have.
be roughly the same.
Yeah, we
So
again see the
Jinx,
Jinx ban.
Tristana, Ivern. What was it again?
Jinx to Sana Ivern, they banned away the Jace, and on the side of SlimOdds they banned
Smolder and Gwen.
Tristana, Smola, Gwen.
Yes.
Now, what do they
Syndra
change
being banned
about?
instead of Chase?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just looking for the Ori first pick again. It's either Ori or Gwen now as first pick, I believe.
But Ori is just this very solid first pickable champion.
Yeah,
And if you draft like Wacky Race is doing, with you draft actually around the Orianna, like last game, with the Wukong, with the MF, you just get this really unstoppable combo that as long as SlimOdds doesn't pick like Yasuo or something, what are they gonna do?
yeah, and they thought about the ban. They decided on the Gwen, so I'm not surprised to see the Orianna first pick here. They banned away the Syndra, which was the answer for Ginny in the last game. Orianna struggled quite a bit in the lane, especially after a few ganks, but now you have to think of another pick here. Is it
Yeah.
just
If
the
Wacky Race wants
Victor
to play
or
team
something
fight, we could
like
always
that?
go for split push.
Yeah, split push is looking strong, but I don't think Ginny's playing a good split pusher here. I'm expecting something
Ah,
like Victor or Ari here. It's the Nico. Oh,
but why?
the Nico?
Yeah.
I don't like it, no. I mean,
So
it can work,
we're
but
matching team fights with team fight right now.
yeah.
And Nico has the losing edge in this lane.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And we're picking Ash again, so probably just looking at another MF here. I would be surprised
Yeah.
to not see it. It's just Wukong MF again.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. SlimOdds have shown that they want to play a team fighty style with this Nico Ash. They're not going for any like split push or pick shenanigans. So
He could be also
if we just
looking
go
at
for
Jarvan, but yeah, Wukong
yeah,
is
like
the pick.
Wukong or Jarvan with the MF here is perfect.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna pick Braum again because they do that every single time.
Yeah, I mean, McRev's not interlocking the map. They're having a thought about it.
Hmm.
They're thinking about,
I mean,
okay,
you could also do it with a Nyla. You can also do it with a Samira. There's plenty of things you can do,
no.
but MF is the
It's
easiest
just
answer.
the MF again, and it's a salty one back from Wacky Wraiths, and SlimOdds just adjusting their mid lane pick because their pick got bent away, and now do they have an answer again with the prom? And then, oh no.
I
Oh
understand why, but I also
no.
don't understand why. Are we gonna be bad?
Okay,
Soraka
now
this time,
they're
yes.
adjusting. They're banning range supports, but there are too many range supports in this game to
Yeah.
ban
If you
all
ban
out.
Soraka and Janna, they can still go Sona. They can still go
Seraphine, okay,
Lulu,
Seraphine is not the
Seraphine.
greatest
There's
into
so many
Braum.
great champs.
Bard, still, there's a Bard. You have
Bard. I
immobile
want to see a
carry, so
Bard.
it's a gangplank ban. There's a Jenna, so
Yeah. Ban
top
Olaf again
lane,
or not?
yeah, probably looking like it. They're picking Da again, and then you answer with Malphite, and you have exactly the same draft as before.
It's
I mean, there's no Soraka right now, so yeah, I don't know. Oh,
but
they're
it's gonna
banning
be something in the
Jace.
same. Oh, Olaf is open. It's gonna be something in the same genre, like theme.
Yeah,
Likely. I don't think they're gonna pick Engage here because they already have plenty of like
Yeah,
good delivery with the Wukong.
that
They can
doesn't make
still say, "Oh,
sense.
we still want something like the Rel." I don't think they have to.
Yeah, I don't think they're looking for something in engage, looking just for range support here. We see the Pantheon again, so we just changed our mid laners. It's Rakan. Rakan is also really creative with the combo. Actually making it way stronger than it already is in the engage department.
Yeah, in the engaged department, but I think like a Seraphine would also work just as fine. Or
Yeah.
a Lulu to polymorph the Pantheon when he's trying to do his
Yeah,
shenanigans.
but Lulu
Something.
does not have a great synergy with MF, so
True.
yeah, Rakan. So we have two changes in the draft so far. I'm still expecting a Na pick here. Na should also be fine into Olaf most of the time. So actually, if they pick a Malphite here, the comp is looking a bit stronger because you have the Nico dive follow up with Pantheon. But oh, we see the Ryze top lane.
Ah. It works. It works very well. It
That's
gives you this
really interesting
very
because of
solid AP damage.
yeah.
So I'm curious to see how SlimOdds reacts to this.
I mean, still, Olaf should be a really good pick now. At level 6, he just runs Ryze down. I don't think Ryze has mobility, and we see the Shen, and I don't like it.
Okay, so right now we're playing for this
Pantheon Nico
heavy like
engage.
pressure we have with our roam ults, like the Shen, like the Pantheon. But the issue is if Shen TP's away from top, that Ryze just gets all the gold in the early game that he wants, and that's an issue because Ryze is an issue.
Yeah. Looking rough, looking rough.
So what are we thinking? Who has the better draft in this
I mean,
situation?
Wacky is still, again, they have the one more combo now. It's harder for them to actually one-shot someone because Shenhold is there, but yeah. The
But
combo of
Serpent's Fang's a thing.
the combo of SlimOdds looks a bit better with Nico, Shen, Pantheon just flying in there, but also Ashe is now completely disjointed from her team. Like she's just pressing ultimate and then sending far back because she cannot walk up in the fight. And
Mm-hmm.
Braum is just also not fitting the draft again. He's there to protect Ashe,
True.
but you don't want to protect Ashe, you want to dive with your team, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what I'm also thinking? Um, if Ryze wishes to like side lane and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Pressures the side lane. Who's gonna properly stop him?
No one. No one's going to stop him. It's
Like the
probably
only person that has a chance is Pantheon, but like he just gets face rushed away from it. And then if your Pantheon is reacting to a side lane, that means your jungler is not the objective.
yeah, Pantheon still has the ultimate, but yeah. It's really difficult to play this game. Rise will be such a menace in the late game. As you already said, they don't have really a champion to deal with it. Also bot lane again, it's really tough matchup. You cannot step forward here. You're getting poked out again. Rakan is not
Yes.
that type of a gate champion that Prom really counters because Rakan is way too mobile for you.
Mm-hmm. And who's Pantheon gonna properly gank in this situation? Like he wants to be playing for his bot lane because you're not gonna be playing for a Shen.
Yeah, also not for Nico, I believe. Nico's
Not necessarily
just
for Nico. She
in
has
setup
great gank
mode.
setup and great follow up, but
Yeah,
like what use is getting the Orianna uh, behind?
you have to rise as
Yeah, she is the utility part of the combo. Like
yeah,
she pulls everybody in, and then MF and Ryze finish everybody off. Like Orianna's not the thing you want to get behind because she doesn't really care about it.
yeah. She does not, and also you kind of have to play for bot lane, but then again, Ashe is not really doing a lot in the team fight. I believe there's so much threat for her with Wukong, with MF, with Rakan, just CCing her and killing her in the team fight.
And if
It's-
Rice ever gets to proc his face rush, Ash's slow doesn't really matter anymore. He will just sprint at her.
Yeah, so probably just trying to get Nico to a state where she's strong enough to nearly one-shot Oriana and MF. Then you can look at winning a team fight, but then again, getting the Nico that far ahead is really rough.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really rough. Getting top lane ahead is not gonna do much.
Yeah, Fetchen is not accomplishing anything.
Yeah, because even if Shen gets like ahead and he gets his Titanic Hydra and he's gonna be split pushing, Rice can still match it, even if Rice is behind.
Yeah. So you're just getting outscaled again. Nico does not scale that well. Ash is kinda good in scaling, but also MF with like 5 lethality items just deals so much damage on her abilities, on her auto attacks. Also Rice just is a complete late game monster here with seemingly no threat to him. Other
Yeah.
than Pantheon, so
We're playing this early mid game comp again for the third time. This time even worse than last game, but we're not really having a good matchup because MF Rakan don't really care.
yeah.
MF likely has a better laning phase this game than Ashe has. Oriana doesn't really care about being behind. Wukong's still great early game. And Rice, they're not going to be able to touch Rice properly because he's too fast.
Yeah. It's really looking rough. I mean, Fenrir had a great game on the Pantheon. At least a great mid game. The selection decisions were kinda off. But if they can replicate it, get Ginny back in the game like he was on Syndra, they might have a chance of winning, but yeah. Yeah, it's bot
Yeah,
lane
but
is
the
not winning
thing,
again, so you're already looking at a bot lane deficit of like 30 CS again and 1 or 2 platings.
yeah. But the thing as well is, even if your Nico is ahead, right? Nico falls off. Nico's damage late game is very. Eh. And if you also look at wave clear, even if SlimOdds like got ahead early, how are they gonna match the wave clear that Wacky Waves has? Wacky Waves can just clear a wave, stall for time. They have Oriana, they have Rice, they have MF. You're not getting waves to their turrets.
No, not really. Even when you're getting Nash, it's rough.
If you're getting Nash, then the Rice and the Oriana start to struggle a bit. So then, yes, then you get some better pushes. But then still, the MF in a dire situation, MF just ults the wave, and then
Yeah.
bing bong wave gone.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, that Nikon also needs to find some tricky plays in the early game.
Mm-hmm.
Just creating some turbulence in the bot lane, I believe. Like turning into minions, turning into different champions just for the sake of it.
Yeah, relying heavily on the cheese factor.
Oh, we're seeing comment out of Nico.
Why? Like, Electrocute got Giga buffed a while back. Electrocute does way too much damage now.
Yeah, you're also not looking for pokes. No, you're just looking for. I mean, it's still poke with EQ combo, but it's dealing so much more damage with electrocute. Yeah, yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
I'm curious to see if we see the same things that happened the last two games,
Yeah, probably.
where the late game team comp just wins early game anyway, and then
I mean,
does
SlimOdds
whatever they want.
had a good early game last game, but then in the
This
between
was
it
all on
just
one member.
fell apart.
Yeah,
Yeah. The mid game
it
kind
was
of
it
fell
was all
apart,
on Pantheon.
and,
So
the laning phase was kind of rough, and now again we're not looking at a winning lane. We again use the R5 counter pick on a tank that is not really impacting carries.
he can make sure that Ashe stays alive longer, or Nico gets her ult off guaranteed. Because when
Yeah.
Nico is trying to look for an ult and Shen ults her, then good luck bursting the Nico down fast enough. But yeah,
Still looking at it, feels kind of rough to just pick Shen on R5 to fix your engage that you can ensure you're engaging, but
To Summoner's Rift.
I usually want my R5 with a good carry top lane and like banner access to be something that
30
can
seconds
take over
until
a game.
minions spawn.
yeah. Like make use of the pick.
Okay, that
Oh.
spear is just going wide. Everett seeing decoy, taking a Q.
I'm no more than a soldier.
Not
We're
much.
seeing the same shenanigans in the river as we've seen in the last two
Yeah.
games.
Again,
Just looking for stuff, but not really much happening. We could have seen an invade this game from SlimOdds side as well, because
Minions
they
have
got a
spawned.
great invade on level 1. Don't think they want to risk it.
they're looking at something mid lane. The Q's just missing from Fenrir here. Isogen being quick on the feet. Sidestepping done.
Yeah, but Pantheon throwing another spear here, walking into the top side, just clarifies that he is starting there 100% of the time, because he doesn't really have enough time
Yeah.
to like go around out of vision all the way around without losing some tempo.
Yeah. Detlef pulling the wave here just to have him push into him.
Decoy looking for something. Shen did get buffed again. Shen has
Yeah.
gotten 3 buffs in a row. He's looking very strong with his damage.
Now they're looking to be a bit more aggressive. I mean, Rakan is not a fully ranged champion, but his Q is just making sure everyone is staying alive. Oh, the taunt connects. Detlef falling to Half-Life here. And now Barracks probably wishes Traffic Knight to just go for the kill. But he opted for the more competitive route with TP.
Yeah. Not really respecting the level 2 timer there. Being very far forward. While Shen was going to hit level 2.
And bot lane actually looking a bit better. With not the full range support. Let's focus on that much on power, but I believe it will turn soon. If Büttner starts to hit his Qs onto Street again.
Like we've seen happen a lot of the times last game.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah,
first one.
there's the first one again.
But Decoy?
And maybe it's a little bit less worse than last game, because now the two supports are looking at like the same kind of range, and not as much health advantage as last game, because Soraka was healing Butner up constantly, making sure that he could never really fall below half HP.
Yeah, but Erad also hitting his Qs. Trying to do the same, kinda. And now with Büttner also starting to hit double ups, it's looking rough for them. Yeah, Ginny still hacking the Orianna boss, having not that good of positioning against the Orianna still. I'm kinda surprised.
Pantheon did secure the scuttle, pathing towards the top scuttle now. Yeah. He could be looking for a double scuttle here, but I don't think they will let that go uncontestedly, since Ryze is pushing in this far.
Oh, Robbie getting all in. Now looking for a fight on the Ginny. But still, you need to focus Fenrir here. Fenrir being quite strong, having the Conqueror stack, flashing forward, securing the first blood, and I don't really get it why we are contesting it that aggressively.
Yeah, like I said that Ryze was in a good position, but I didn't think Ryze wouldn't move
Benrex
at all.
hitting another taunt.
Oh, nice.
Not much more than. Oh, Jin is dead here, and now the early game is going the way of SlimOdds.
We're looking at a solid, like, pre-5 minutes right here, but
Elred actually
Decoy going low.
completely missing his W, but just getting barely out of range of Stooge, which he cannot get from stacks. Fully stacked up, and yeah, SlimOdds needs to be looking now at preserving their gold lead through the mid game.
They got a 1k gold lead. They're likely going to try and widen it up, use this little gold lead to actually do something on the map. But still, last few games we also saw good early game usage and then slowly falling off.
Now, actually, we see the struggle in bot lane in the beginning. Slowly but surely. Büttner being full life, Elred being full life, and Decoy and Stooge dropping quite low. Stooge still has a pot, using it now, but still Rakan just hitting these Qs, healing Büttner up, and providing some poke. It's really rough to deal with. Now, Nico looking for a roam at level 6, but being spotted on some great wards, jungle entrances, that side. So yeah, Rex hitting another poke here, but yeah, he's not winning that matchup.
Nah, it also didn't help that the taunt didn't go through. Oh, great stun from Pantheon coming through.
That should be a kill for Nico. And why is that actually so big? I just noticed. Oh, Benrex hitting another taunt onto Detlef, and now Detlef is being quite low. Benrex trying to keep up with him, actually opting against going forward there. Detlef being out of mana, Benrex having the flash up. Could look at the flash taunt here, but decides against it.
How did Pantheon find a way to get a flank on Orianna while Orianna didn't really notice? Because when I was looking at the map, I noticed that Orianna had vision on both jungle entrances.
Yeah. Either she didn't notice him, she was not looking
Yeah.
at the map, or yo, flash forward here from Ginny, securing the kill onto Elred Stooge, getting her first kill in the game. Now it's a 2k gold lead, looking strong for SlimOdds. Having a
Yeah,
fat
they're
Pantheon,
making
having
use
a
of their
fat
great
Nico.
early game.
Oh, another Pantheon ulti, and Usajin looking to die again. The movement speed of the E should be enough, and now Büttner being in trouble, getting poked out, getting quite low, but yeah, being able to step up here. Stooge being level 6, Büttner has the cleanse ready, so they're probably not looking at the dive now. Elred is here, trying to keep a bit out of vision. Poke going back onto Stooge, now they're seeing Elred. Yeah, nothing more happening in bot lane here.
Yeah, we can see that SlimOdds really have learned from the last 2 games, from their early game, that they want to be proactive on the map while their champions are still very, very strong. They got a good few kills here and there right now, so curious to see how they will try and widen this gap more and more over the course of the next few minutes.
Yeah. I mean, Pantheon looking for Soti cooldown to come back, and then probably looking to just go bot lane again or something like that, just to get Stooge into the game. Probably move the Nico with him. And oh, Elred taking a turret shot here. Doing quite low with that, but having his shield back up, his passive, and looking at these Qs just to poke champions out. Control what he is alone. They might have spotted it. No, Robbery is.
He's not necessarily alone. Robbery and MF
Oh,
were
yeah.
covering him somewhat.
Yeah. I thought MF was going base, was not looking at
No,
it.
no.
And again, the Cravers are going on this other side of SlimOdds. They secured every early game objective so far. In every
Yeah, they got the Grubbies right now, so that means they got a lot more pressure on these turrets. It's also really good that they have it while they have the Shen, because that means that Ryze doesn't
Oh,
get to take
we are
all the turret
getting
platings when Shen
spotted.
ults away.
Okay, interesting shit there from Rob. And yeah, that shit out just prompts a Büttner to poke Stoosh out here, get some poke in to get a wave and now looking to reset.
Yeah, even so the health situation, still being down on mana, having to base here. It's a good base timer though.
Yeah.
Waves all meet in the middle, nothing really happens. As Ash also has to look for a base.
Again. Punching.
Next objective is Drake.
150 to Drake.
Yes.
I think
Um,
Wacky
I
Wraiths will
think
just give it, no?
yeah, they kind of have to. I think SlimOdds could just fight it and win guaranteed with the gold lead they have right now.
Yeah.
Especially since their gold lead is on their mid laner and jungler only. Because the gold in bot lane seems very, very even.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, your mid laner is 900 gold ahead. Your jungler is also 700 gold ahead. So, looking to fight with Nico, especially in the early game with Nico and Fenrir. Great early game. Say, oh, Stoosh is in quite a situation here. Great aggressive sidestep, forcing
And ult.
the Shen ult out. And
And a
there's
Nico
a
TP.
TP also from Nico. Everything used just to keep
But look on
Stoosh
top lane.
alive here. And Pantheon is matching Rice top lane, but he's now realizing there's no way I'm getting there, and Drake is spawning in 40 seconds. So actually he needs to go base or go bot lane. Benedict's went base, is now walking top lane, so he needs to TP to the Drake if they want him to be there.
Yeah, but Fenrir also has Grand Star follow up, so he can just skip half the map rotation
Yep.
to rush there
He's
very
looking
fast.
to farm, and I was just talking about Wukong already starting it, but yeah, it's not even spawned. Oh, Benarex missing his taunt. Now Detlef looking for some poke, and now Benarex is half-life looking at the Drake that could be devastating if both top lane is CP. Because Benarex is not really in the way to go there. To help his team. He's looking to base.
Yeah, he's gonna look for a base, maybe a TP afterwards. They're positioning to go there right now. Wave is gonna be shoving into the side of Wacky Race on bot lane. Is it? I don't know, I just see an Ash.
Yeah, or Yujin getting caught out.
Good flash
And
decision there though.
yeah, the Drake is getting chopped again. They still have a blue ward on it, so they already know if they're on it.
They're looking on an engage on the
Benarex.
mid side here.
Oh, they found the Wukong. Oh, camera does not like the fight. Wukong needs it to flash away. Now, Detlef being in a bit of trouble, getting chased from a Benarex. Benarex looking at another choice, getting back up. Oh, Detlef hitting his combos.
Yeah, Detlef not having boots, Banarex is being able to catch up slightly more. Oh, my fault.
Oh, Stu's trading that ult, but I don't like the flash in here from Rakan, and it's not enough damage. Kind of weird decision here from Wacky Wraiths just to use 2 ultimates, 2 summoners to confirm a kill you're not even getting. The Glacier Fisher coming out of decoy, the Pop Blossom hitting, getting the kill on to Büttner. Decoy getting
Beautiful dive execution there.
off. Yeah, beautiful dive executions. Also getting the Drake, and it's kinda rough looking for Wacky Wraiths. They have some sketchy
Yeah, I mean,
decisions
we say that, but in the time that was happening, the gold lead went from 2,000 to 400.
Yeah, they're doing some dark magic here, I believe. I mean, it's
So,
probably
to be honest,
looking at the gold. Yeah, it's a lot lying on the shoulders of the Rise. Also, I'm getting back into the game. Oh, we see all in the Cyclone coming out from Robby. Now, Fenrir in trouble, getting blasted back by the Shockwave. The Shen ulti coming out, but not enough to save him. And there's shutdown for Büttner. Now, the gold lead is kind of flipping. Büttner coming back, and Detlef just poking up Benarex in top lane, and it's not going to be better for the Shen soon. I believe.
Like in the time span of like 6 minutes, we went from a 2,000 gold lead for SlimOdds to a 200 gold lead for Wacky Race. And with the team comps looking like this, that's gonna be dangerous. But a lot of gold is on Pantheon, and Pantheon does a lot
we
of
saw
damage.
all in the bot lane, but Decoy missing everything. The knockup hitting Decoy does not have to shield up, but the bullet time is also on the slight cooldown now. But I don't like the shield usage of Decoy. His Qs are great, but his shield usage is kind of wacky. Oh, a red being in a bit of trouble, looking for the all-in. The stun is sitting onto Wittner. Also, the Clash of Fisher is coming out. Now, the ultimate getting blocked by another shield. And now, Fernand is here to secure the next kill for his team. Stooge is collecting her second kill. And that was, again, over-aggressive from the side of SlimOdds. We're getting a bit too comfortable, I think, in the team. And yeah, Rise is just being a menace top lane.
But that's like one of the first good brownies we've seen, by the way.
Yeah.
Like that was a clean one. But even after collecting this kill on Misfortune on the bot lane, the gold lead widens. Yes, we're likely getting this tower now, so the gold lead just closes in again. But it just keeps going back and forth.
Also,
It's looking very chaotic.
you're getting Herald on the side of Wacky Wraiths, so you're getting another turret with that, with mid turret being already quite low. Oh, the TP,
TP coming in.
him. Great TP one. Red looking for the W, looking for the grand entrance, hitting it. Stooge getting caught in her flash away, getting a kill to Büttner, and that's great shockwave there from Usagin. Also great awareness on the TP. Decoy not being able to base here. Staying under the turret, using the shield to block some damage. Okay, Wacky is just deciding against hitting the turret because they sense
They
that
don't know where
Fenrir
Pantheon
and
is.
Ginny are down bot lane.
Yeah, but like the thing with the Grand Starfall is that he just has so much map mobility that he could be here any like moment. So they have to be a little bit careful of that. That's why we see them play so passively.
Yeah, great decision from them, and still, no one is going top lane to do something against Settler. He's just farming up there. Already had 2 items, still no boots. He doesn't need them right now because no one
He's
is
still
coming top
barefooted.
lane. He's still running top lane. No one is top lane to punish him for it. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
up
fun.
all about 40 CS.
Yeah, he's 40 CS up. It's going
One level ahead. Roa being like stacking. Rise is gonna be a menace for sure.
Yeah, and with that, Oriana also again looking for the tankier option of the what is it called, of the Rod of Ages with the Liantries. Yeah.
Yeah, she does this every game.
Yeah, she does this every game, and
It's the current meta build for Oriana because it makes her much more tanky, much more able to fish for these kind of ultis. Because she just has way more health to spare.
yeah, and with that, even with her being behind, it doesn't really matter. And she's 30 CS up, so I don't believe her.
Rise with the TP coming in.
Yeah, you're just looking for the turret. Benavic's probably also looking
Turret and Drake, they also want the Drake.
for the Drake. The charge is through, the turret is secured. Detlef staying mid lane already now has boots. I don't like that he's going magic and boots, but yeah. Looking at the Drake, Drake is dropping low to 8k HP, and now Ginny is not in a flank position, not disguised as another champion, just use the clown of Nico, and Shockwave is
Crystal
connected.
Arrow?
Oh, Ginny is in a position, getting knocked up, getting one shot, and great engage there from Red, countering the follow-up, the all-in for Benavic's also not connected onto anything. Detlef threatening to take the portal, deciding against it. And
Like one of the things there as well is Braum E comes out before MF hits bullet time, and then by the time MF hits bullet time, Braum is so far backwards that he can't protect the person being hit.
yeah, also the engage was not really coordinated.
No,
It's just better extending there and not pressing ultimate for Ginny. I mean, there's no need for.
See some pings coming out in the chat as well. I feel
Yeah.
salty.
Also, I don't see the usage of Bennex just standing by his team as a Shen at this point of the game.
Yeah, not pressuring a side lane, threatening a Stand United,
Yeah.
anything.
So
He's getting a Tiamat now. He's getting very close. Rice is very close to hitting level 15.
yeah. Also, okay, let's talk about the boots on Rise. I think he just needs to get Mercury threats here, but
On one hand, yes. On the other hand, I understand the reason why he gets the Magic Band boots. Because the thing is, if he kills the Nico or the Ashe, that's most of the enemy's damage gone. Because the Pantheon will likely fall towards the rest of his team as well. So he just wants to kill a squishy target as fast as he can. That's why I personally think he has it. But
yeah,
I
but
understand why Mercury Jets would be better. Yes, definitely.
yeah, I think his damage is enough, and if you want the magic pen, you just go what's up third. You still have great damage. He's opting for Sonia's now. Also a good item robbery. Spotting Fenrir sidestepping DQ actually. Quick on the feet. Yeah. And now
He's looking for a cheese in this bush, maybe? Yep.
the damage
This is surprising a lot of damage.
that Rise is disgusting.
Yeah, it's just Rise and like... Wait until he hits 16, because then he upgrades his ult with passive, it just
Yeah.
gets ridiculous.
It's pretty close to level 15 right now, so could see
Yeah,
that
it
soon.
should be hitting at any moment. Oriana is gonna hit her World of Ages 10-minute spike very soon as well.
Fenrir is in trouble. The ultimate just connected onto Decoy. Decoy having the shield out now, using Flash of Fisher. Fenrir still looking for a fight, getting 2 ultimates out for 2 ultimates of your own side. But yeah, just the pressure from it, it's really annoying to deal with. Fenrir sensing that there's a ward with Decoy just running into him. And Fenrir looking for a play on to Büttner here. Fenrir jumping away, weaving and dashing his way out of there. Büttner with a really quick glance, great reaction time, and Detlef now is here to punish Fenrir for aggressing. And okay, I'm kind of surprised he didn't step more forward there.
I'm surprised Rise is looking to join up with his team right now. I would expect him just to be trying to get as much minions in the side lane to just accelerate his level 16 as fast as he can. Because
Yeah.
at that point, I think it's really going to be really hard to contest him. He's already level 15. He just needs one more level.
Yeah. Also, looking at more gold for him. Always a great thing to have on Rise. Now, Atakan is up on the map. Drake is there in 1 minute. And the last 2 games we saw the team winning the Drake fight, also taking Atakan after that. I have a strong feeling we have the same again.
Could be very likely, since both of the teams are looking at a great objective damage in there. But yeah, curious to see if they will be able to go for the Articon play, because it's also risky if you don't have enough people dead.
Oh, Edward sitting on a ward, spotting Fenrir walking in there. Fenrir also getting the ward of Edward. So now the creative position for Drake right now is in the hand of SlimOdds. Now Fenrir throwing his entire range bar away just for some poke, getting all in. Another this time it's a great shield. Ginny with kind of weird engage there. Also Benrick is using the Stand United to save Ginny in a position where he cannot do anything. And yeah, we're getting Drake and we're getting Atakan after. It's nothing new happening.
Yeah, Shen is showing top, so he would have to commit his TP to it. Ryze just making sure they don't get this mid turret.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they can do it without the Ryze TP.
Yeah,
They can.
They everything, everyone is full life. They will be kept healthy. Oh, Penguin getting spotted by Deadlift. Deadlift might be in a bit of trouble here, running away, giving up the top lane turret, but doesn't matter. Getting now some HP of the Atakan, getting himself even closer to level 60, actually hitting it on the mid wave. Pinging himself for saying like, now, now I'm unleashed.
Now the time bomb has gone off, and now I'm a champion. He's gonna be very, very strong at this point. And yeah, SlimOdds was playing it really well early game. They made it to like a 2,000 gold lead almost, and now they're down 3k. It's not that bad yet, but Rise just has hit level 16. Their combo is available
Oh,
all
but
the
not
time.
getting ult on by
Starfall
Fenrir.
not getting close enough.
Great flash away from Butner again. Really fast hands there. Really quick decision making. Flashing away, keeping himself safe. Now Detlef is down there. Looking to cause further mayhem. Having the TP up so he can always join his team. And Ginny is looking to go back to the team. Actually, no. Ginny might be doing a play with Fenrir here onto the Rise, but I don't think they actually have the damage to kill the Rise.
The thing with Rise is, yeah, you can try and jump him, but he just does so much damage at this point. And he's fairly tanky with the items he has built.
I read overstepping a bit. Actually, not getting
No.
chased down by Storage. Was it just
Yeah, they're not chasing him,
surprising,
so. MF has 3 items, by the way. She has a massive gold lead sash.
yeah, she's 2k gold up. Also mid lane, no,
No, 1.1.
700 gold up. Jungle also being up. And
Oh no,
top
no.
lane,
2k gold there, like it's insane.
everyone having a gold lead. And now Ginny's in trouble. Yes, Nash is up. Everyone in spot lane. They're spotting it now. Ginny using the clone, using everything he has to get himself safe. But actually, robbing, going down to the enchanted crystal arrow, and now there might be a way
Poor
to look
Wukong.
for a Nash here. Oh, Usajin being in a bit of trouble. Kind of logic is why is Fenrir not jumping at him? Okay.
Maybe he didn't have it, maybe he just used it on his...
Coming out, and Usajin dropping quite low. Eret using the ultimate and just to be sure to be in range. Oh, Stu is getting flashed on, but she flashes away. And I am kind of surprised that Usajin just gets there out alive. With just an ultimate plow.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Fenrir didn't jump. He didn't. I think he didn't have it. He might have just used it on Raptors, I don't know.
Yeah, probably the most logical explanation for it. And yeah, we saw how tanky this Orianna is. Especially
Shen
with
R,
Wacky.
Shen alive, alive, alive. I'm loving these pings from Ginny.
Yeah. They're looking for
I've
a
been
play
seeing them a
here.
lot in the game.
Yeah, they're looking for a play here. They also picked the Ashe ultimate, so probably just pick on to someone. But yeah, Ginny also has to deal with the Rise now. Rise being a free item. Also being quite sorry. The knockup hits onto Fenrir. And the shield is out.
Shield coming
now.
out.
The combo is coming
there we
in.
go.
And Ascension United. The flash forward from Ginny just to hit the support and the Orianna, who is quite tanky. Also, Benax flashing in, not having enough damage for Bitna. Robbery just being into 3 people under the turret alone, dying for that. But he just saw the
There's
full
just
damage
so
combo
much damage.
of SlimOdds. It's not enough.
Yeah, it's just not doing enough. That's what we mentioned during like Champ Select during it's called loading screen.
Yeah.
It's just Nico is not gonna do enough damage. Nico needs Rocket Belt for the get close. She needs Sonya's to keep herself safe because she's in the middle of the entire team.
Yeah, that should be the job of the Shen here, no? Like you need to
Keeping
skip
her safe.
Sonya's. Oh no, she upgraded her boots.
Well,
Why are
I mean,
you
there's nothing wrong with
wasting
upgrading the boots. It's only
500
5.
on the boots?
It's 500 gold. She's looking to get a needlessly large roll. Likely, she had a bad base gold or something.
Yeah, probably looking at that now. Strike is the next objective. Could be securing soul point for both teams. Actually, Büttner was quite a bit up there. Kind of surprised that there was not an enchanted crystal arrow.
But
Thrown at him.
it's also like, even if Shen ults, at this point in the game, Wacky Wraiths has enough damage to just
a
burst
red
through it.
hitting a combo here, not even using the combo of Orianna and Wukong, just using the Rakan and the Orianna combo, throwing everything in, and it's enough. The Bombo combo. Just
The
clears.
Orianna skin with this map. Apparently,
It's not visible.
apparently there's not a big red health bar above her head or something.
No, it's looking at the ball probably.
Ah, with the ball.
And the animations here, the colors seem to be kind of messed up. And I can see it. It's a green map, and the ball is also kind of green, so
I guess.
he's also used. Oh my god, that was getting really really loud, man. Yeah.
It's also just that Braum never gets his shields like in front of the EMF by the time the EMF ults. And sometimes he pops it before because he wants to block something else, and then he doesn't have it anymore. He needs to save it for the EMF, but on the other hand, he needs to use it because otherwise his team is getting blown up by something.
Yeah. Also now. Probably.
What else could we have done against this combo? Like we let them pick this combo. What can we pick against it to prevent it?
What do you actually play against? Probably something like Renata, Xayah, just to survive the all-in. Yeah, Venorex taunting Arrowhead here, just having a big shield on top of him. That level.
Okay, they're looking for.
I'm like that, and the Nico ulti just completely missing everyone there. And yeah,
That timing though.
yeah, the timing
was very close.
Completely off, no?
It was very close for the Nico ult to hit. The timing of the Rise ult was nice.
Yeah, now they're looking bot lane. Pocket again. Ginny does not have ultimate. Their main engage is gone. Decoy looking to block for the turret a bit more, so the turret keeps.
Because one of the things we saw there as well is Rizal takes minions with him, right? So there was no minions
Yeah.
under the turret on mid, and then he just TPs like 4 minions under it, and then you can take
they're
it.
looking to catch Usage in here. Usage just walking it off, walking out, they're looking at the reset. Oh, might be a fight happening. Deadlove, everyone canceling the reset. Are they? No. They're looking to reset. They're looking to play it clean. As they are known for, they could have probably looked for a fight, finished it, they have their combo up, but no.
They want to play it safe. They base, they get our gold in. We're just gonna be looking to get the waves on tempo, like same tempo lines, and then look for an end. That's what I'm expecting at least, because we're ahead by almost 10k gold. It's just there's
Playing
not
it
much
safe.
SlimOdds can do.
Yeah, playing it safe, not risking anything in the players. Now going for the free objective of the top lane turret. You have Jewel, where it's just pushing in with super minions. You also have Wraiths staying mid lane, being able to just ulti wave in if there are 5 people contesting top wave, so you can just finish the game with that. Better is getting caught out here. No ultimate thrown at him, just giving himself out, collected the top lane turret. Now Rise is not pushing mid lane actually. Also Witness just
Yeah, he was
walking
chasing
there.
the Braum. Now the wave is in a hard position because he's not on the same line as his team, so he
Yeah.
cannot really go for it.
The
'Cause then,
waves are kinda
there's someone
disconnected,
missing.
though. Fight is coming in, 2 ultimates are hitting, but just on the front line, and Decoy is not jumping in front of his team to get the shield for them, and that's game number 3 for the side of Wacky Wraiths with a quadra kill for the EMF. And yeah, That was quite
It was
rough.
really, really nicely played by Wacky Wraiths. They showed how this team comp should be played, using the combo very, very well.
Yeah.
Not being too greedy with the MF ult before the Braum uses his shield. So they played it very, very well.
Yeah. Great overall play from Wraiths here. They did what they could. They used their combos correctly. They survived a rough early game. Came back, punished them for their mistakes in the late game. Just snowballed it clean once they got the lead back. Yeah, great showing for them. And now they will be facing Quantum Infinity. And I believe Quantum Infinity haven't lost a match yet in the playoffs. Might be wrong though. No, they haven't lost a match yet in playoffs. So Quantum Infinity being unbeaten, Wraiths losing 3 games so far in the playoffs. 1 to AG, 2 to SlimOdds. No beating them convincingly 3-0. It will be exciting next week.
Well, maybe I'll just tune in to watch.
Maybe everyone should tune
Maybe.
in to watch.
Nah, I need to grind my solo queue games.
Yeah, but also look at these games. This was pretty exciting. Also, Quantum Infinity also having really, really good games with their unique playstyle.
Oh, very,
It,
very curious to see it next week.
it will be a banger. So tune in next week. Also, thank you for watching this BO5. It was a pleasure casting with you.
Same as for you.
And yeah, have a great rest of the weekend. I'm pretty tired right now, so I want to go to sleep. And yeah, have a great evening and bye bye.
Goodbye.